I'm DJ.
I'm just, hold on. I'm Diggins.
And this is mostly Nitpicking, a podcast where we pick up our piece of pop culture by looking exclusively at the details. Woohoo!
Very excited.
This week we got a movie. We got the movie of the other one. The first we did He-Man 1987, and now we're doing He-Man 2026, an almost 40-year gap.
Yeah,
between
39
those
years
movies.
to be
Yeah.
exact.
Right.
Gross.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Almost as old as the average He-Man fan.
I know. Yeah, and we'll get to it, but maybe they need to go even older or something. Maybe it's going to take another 50 years of this movie for like some sort of cultural reset. But we'll talk about it. Maybe everybody loves it. You know, maybe it's going to be a huge hit in the next week.
Maybe.
But maybe. But until then, let's talk about the news of the week, you guys. I don't really understand this one. So Diggins, you're going to have to explain it to me. But is Doctor Who fucked or what's going on there?
Oh, yeah, I did hear about this. Yeah,
Doctor Who seems to have collapsed.
Yeah,
What
so
happened?
the BBC let Russell T Davies go, so he was the original showrunner for the Doctor Who reboot. And he ran it for a few seasons before handing it off. And it's been through 2 or 3 other showrunners since then. I forget exactly because I haven't watched it in a while. But then he came back, and he's been doing the last couple seasons. But then they fired him. Or I don't know if they fired him or if he just decided to leave. Or I think it is somewhat contentious. But yeah, so now there's like no one in charge of the show right now. And they canceled like the Christmas special, I think.
Yeah.
Usually every year there's a Christmas special. Like that's actually a very normal thing.
Well, the Christmas
like
special, from what I understand, was supposed to resolve the big thing that now just may never be resolved.
Yeah, they often these days, I think, have it be like a plot important thing. It used to just be a silly thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think there's no word on like when the next season is supposed to be coming out or anything, or if it's even like when it's supposed to go in production. There's just like a big question mark about what's supposed to happen with Doctor Who.
DJ, do you know anything about Doctor Who? I feel like we talk about it every so often, but only when it comes up.
What do I know about Doctor Who? He's British. He's got a screwdriver.
Well,
That's right.
Let me finish. He lives in a phone booth and wears a coat. That's about all I got on Doctor Who.
You're right about the screwdriver.
Right about the coat, right?
Usually, but not all of them.
Okay.
Which
fair
ones
enough.
don't wear a coat?
Let me think. I mean,
lady
it
one.
also depends on your definition.
She had a coat.
She had a coat? Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure she did. Yeah, I didn't see Shruti Gakwav. He had a coat. That's the one that I can't in my head.
11 definitely, I would say, didn't have a coat. He had a jacket. I don't think we call
Oh,
a tweed
my
jacket
God.
a coat.
Oh, stop. Okay,
Yeah, I guess that's true. There's images of him in the coat, though. I feel like he... Man, did he
Spiritually
not have a
feels like
coat
I'm
at all?
right. But go on. Where was I incorrect, Diggins?
He's not British. He's Gallifreyan. 'Cause he's an alien.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're right. I guess he never really had a coat.
What else did you say?
I said he lives in a phone booth.
Lives in a phone booth.
It's a police box. It's not a phone booth.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Also, I learned some things about this recently. He's in love with the phone booth, but also the phone booth is the devil or something. There's a demon in the phone booth.
Is there a demon in the phone booth now?
Didn't know about before. No, this was an older, like it was post him trying to fuck the phone booth when it was not Judi Dench, the other one, Helen Mirren. But so since then, it turned out that right, isn't that who that was?
I don't think so.
Who was the voice? Who's the voice of the phone booth? The time it like flirted with him and stuff.
Hold on. Are you talking about when the phone booth was a person? Or are you talking about something else?
I don't know. This is what I was told. Probably can't just put phone booth, can I? I was under the impression that a person in the show... Yeah, That's not it. Someone was the phone booth at one point and wanted to.
Somebody played the human, like a human version of the phone booth at one point. It was not Helen Mirren.
It wasn't Helen Mirren. It's somebody I must have confused with Helen Mirren.
It was someone much younger than Helen Mirren.
Oh, let's not age shame our Doctor Who ladies and
I'm not
gentlemen.
age shaming Helen Mirren. It's just like, that's why I was like, what are you talking about? Because it was someone very clearly not Helen Mirren.
Yeah. Is it okay? All right. Yeah. So it's Idris.
Yes, that's the name of the character.
And she was played by an actor named Suran Jones. Yeah, I guess she's not super famous. Got a Helen Mirren-esque quality to her, if I say so myself. See if they're related. Have anybody seen them in the same room at the same time? It's very, very suspicious, actually, now that I look at it.
I just checked to be sure. 33 years younger than Helen Mirren, to be clear.
I mean, you'd never guess, based on the way she was in that one episode of the show I haven't watched. She might as well be the same age. But yeah, you Google Suran Jones, Helen Mirren, no pictures of them in the same picture. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I'm looking good. That's I think this works. This one is them cropped together, but they're not in the same picture. Anyway, I just know this show is weird and that I just like someone had told me that he wanted to have sex with the phone booth at one point, and I was like, hell yeah.
I would say it was more like the phone booth wanted to have sex with him. Also, again, not a phone booth.
Yeah, big blue phone booth, and you want to have sex with it, like Superman. But then they had what's his name be the guy, the one from Barbie, Ncuti Gatwa, and that he got bored or didn't like it or something, or maybe quit, who knows. And then they regenerated him as somebody from the old seasons that no one really understood.
Again. Yeah.
Well, now it's David Tennant. It was Billy Piper. Right?
They did both of them, yeah.
Which makes no sense because that's not how she should work. And then that's it. So this might be one of the great, like, the game is on kind of, here's the thing that we're going to get into the next one. But then because it gets canceled, they never really do anything with it. And I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, they've only got a couple, it seems like they're going to take a couple years off, perhaps. Who would you like to be the new Doctor Who when the next one is, assuming the next one is not this Billy Piper character?
I mean, I don't know. Usually it's someone you've never heard of before. They don't usually hire famous people to do it.
But what if they did, That'd be pretty good. What if they got Helen Mirren? She's pretty good.
I was going to say, what about Helen Mirren?
I mean, I don't want to say she's available. She's probably got a lot,
she's
going
busy
on.
with all those Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, and Hobbs and Shaw spin-offs too.
That's
potentially.
Right.
She's his mom. And if they make another The Queen, she can be in that. Oh, she's in that Mobland show. Is that the one that they had to fire Tom Hardy from? Yeah, it is. Man. He could be it. Maybe that's it.
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy's, yeah, he's kind of British, Technically.
I watched those Venom movies. I think he's as American as they come, Nando.
I know. That's what you think, but it's a subtle hint if you've watched The Dark Knight. Even though it sounds like he's doing an accent done by like a 10-year-old child in America, he is in fact British, like he is in that movie. So it's pretty good. Oh, I don't know about good, but he could be it. DJ, who's your favorite British person? Doesn't have to be someone that actually be good for Doctor Who either. Well, someone that's alive.
Okay, my favorite living British person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's tough. There's just so many good ones to choose from. I'm gonna go with Christian Bale.
Not British. Close though.
What? Really?
He's Welsh.
Come on.
Okay, well, hold on.
They'd get upset.
Well, no,
you go.
They said to be called English.
I think British they
English.
also don't like, right?
Do they not? I don't know.
They're in the UK. I don't know. Anybody who's from Wales or from Britain, any of those places that
Britain encompasses England, Wales, and Scotland.
Yeah, but like, I don't. I watched a clip of a comedian talking about this with an audience, and the audience was like, that we hate that. We're from England, and we don't like being associated with those ones, you know? So
let me try again. I'll try again. It's my favorite British person. It's obviously, oh man, this is so tough.
it's tough.
Is the British Bulldog still alive? Is he on the table?
He couldn't
No,
possibly
he's
still
not
be
alive.
alive.
He's not. That we know of. God, favorite British person. You know, I was going to say Paul Hollywood from the Great British Baking Show, but he's also Welsh. So
Yeah.
I guess all my favorite people are Welsh. I love the Welsh. They're amazing.
They've got a lot of fun people.
Name your favorite city in Wales.
Oh, Walesland, obviously.
Well, you know what? Let's Google it. That could be real. I'd believe it. Oh, so I looked up some Welsh celebrities. They got some pretty good ones. Anthony Hopkins. Catherine Zeta-Jones, love her. Luke Evans from that Fast and Furious movie.
He's Rocky Horror right now. No, he's not
and he's Rocky Horror. Yeah,
he's Frankfurter.
Frankfurter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rocky
You said
Horror.
the name. You said John Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah,
Rocky Horror's monster. You said the name of the town was what? Walesland. Walestown.
Walesland.
Okay.
I don't think there's a Walesland. I'm looking. It's just...
I feel fairly confident
yeah.
there isn't.
It's a bummer because it's, you know, I guess you wouldn't have an England land or Scotland land.
Well, it's
like,
England, Nando.
Right,
Come
that's
on.
what I'm saying.
It's Scotland.
Do you think like Spain has a Spain land? Any of the other countries that don't have land in it already?
I was just trying to go with the trend.
Well, but I mean, you know, in Germany is Deutschland.
Deutschland.
That's
yeah.
right. So they don't count either. Yeah. Man, country. So it has to be like a country that speaks largely English. Let's see. Does Canada have a Canada land?
Does America have an America land?
Well, yeah.
That's the White House. That's America land.
Yeah.
Go down to America land.
Canada land exists, but it's a TV station or something. So
I don't know. I know I can't name a good favorite British person. I
don't know.
You know, it would have been Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman.
Well, not living.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he has the same birthday as me. He's a cool guy.
that's right.
Love him.
How about-
I got it. Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe's my favorite British
Sure.
person.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's on Broadway a lot. He's got
That'd
that
be
big
real
old
funny if he
beard.
became Doctor Who. Oh, that'd be great. Do you think they could convince him to do it? Is my question. Like,
They couldn't offer him enough money because he
Yeah.
already has more money than God. So, yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it has to be one of those. Like, I've always wanted to be Doctor Who
Right.
because I love it so much. Let me check this off the list.
Like, I watched it as a kid or something.
yeah, that would
Because,
be
like,
pretty
even though-
cool.
Even though it's like a cultural institution, Doctor Who does not actually have that high a budget.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
You're
the
right,
tough
right.
part. And then I don't know. I hope they keep making it. Oh wait, is this the one? And they just got bought by Disney, right?
No, that's
Oh.
by the BBC.
There was a
No, but-
time, but I think that's done.
Oh, the Disney Doctor Who deal is over. Okay, I was gonna say we get the Mandalorian in there, but then probably not.
They
gosh.
they,
Maybe
they
that's
had
where
a
we could hide
deal
Gina
where
Carano.
where it like aired on Disney Plus or whatever, or they got like the
I see.
international airing rights, or there was a partnership or something, but it's still owned by the BBC.
But Baby Yoda could be in it hypothetically. Maybe
Hypothetically,
they'd be friendlier to the idea. We don't know if he's British. We've never spoken to him.
that's
He didn't
true.
speak for some reason in that movie. But
Well, because nothing important happened in that movie. Now.
yeah, they forgot to do stuff in the movie instead. Well, you know, we'll see. The best, you know, I mean, maybe the best British person is Nicholas Galetson, who is British and doesn't sound it in the movie. Or Idris Elba. He'd
gonna
be
say
a fun
Idris Elba.
doctor.
Ooh, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
and he could be Doctor, but then pretty much just James Bond because he doesn't want to be woke. He told us this week he doesn't want to, and it's fair. I'm sure it would be worth his time.
I mean,
He's
at
got
this
a lot
point,
of
he's
gold
just
to
too
sell.
old.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, a couple British people in this movie. We'll talk about him. And this is 2026's Masters of the Universe. Did the other one have any British people in it?
I don't
None that I can think of, right? So
there weren't a lot of
their
like
first
famous
mistake.
people in it because they had no money. So
Yeah.
it was mostly not celebrities.
And do you know where Frank Langella is from? Even I knew he wasn't British, but I was like, I wonder, is he American? What's his story?
I was going to guess American, but I don't actually know.
Bayonne, New Jersey.
Hey!
I think I said that
Yeah.
last week, and I was like,
you
did I say
you did.
I forgot about that.
Bayonne Zone? But yeah.
Yeah, he's he's a weird dude. Don't like him,
Bayonne.
but
Yeah, he did all that bad stuff.
yeah, he did bad stuff.
Shame.
But
You know who did
Speaking
good
of
stuff?
people who
Who's
played
good-
Skeletor.
Yeah,
doing bad
speaking of-
stuff.
Oh shit! No! Oh,
Speaking of
damn it.
Skeletors, you don't want to be in a
God.
room with alone. Let's talk about Masters of the Universe, Motu 2026.
Oh, too.
It's a big movie. One of the
That's what all
big
the kids
summer.
are calling it. They're like,
I mean,
hey,
they
you want to
should-
go see Motu this weekend?
Yeah, that would
Except none
actually
of
be a
the
good
kids are saying
idea
that.
because then we could trick them into thinking it's Momo, that like internet demon or something. And they love internet bullshit movies. So like if they'd be like, oh, they made Momo too, I gotta go see it. Otherwise, I won't be cool. Backrooms and stuff. He should be in that. But anyway,
Yeah. Wait, I heard this Motu is the Salad Fingers movie, guys.
yeah, it's that IKEA, the evil IKEA is Motu. But you guys, Masters of the Universe. It is starring, like we said, it's directed by Travis Knight of Bumblebee fame and other stuff.
One of the only ethical children of billionaires.
I was gonna say, yeah, heir to the Nike throne, I think, or something
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Yeah. And you got him, you got Nicholas Galatzine playing the titular Prince Adam, or just Adam for most of the movie, I guess.
It's not titular.
Yeah, that's true. He's
True.
not titular. Well, he's one of the masters of the universe.
Is
Technically,
he?
all of
Who
them.
are the masters of the universe?
These are great
I
questions.
saw an interview with this. It's all the main characters, basically. Anybody from Eternia who is part of the little Justice League of guys. Basically,
Even
if you get an
Technec?
action figure, you're a master.
You're telling me
of course.
Technec's a master of the universe. I'm sure.
Oh,
he is.
DJ,
well,
who the fuck is
hold on.
Technec?
I was going to say, that
yeah.
can't be... No, because there is no Technec.
What is his name?
Mechaneck is a master of the universe, and
Mechaneck.
yes, he
That's
is.
right.
And
Absolutely.
listener, if you're not familiar with He-Man, like I am not, you hear Mechaneck and you're like, oh, he must be some kind of like mechanic, and like they say his name funny like that. You fucking
No.
wish.
You wish. How would you sell that as a toy versus toy where I'm guessing the neck just extends like a Pez or something? Let's look it up.
I thought about doing a tiebreaker.
I thought they
about-
just glued an action figure's head and an action figure's body to a slinky.
Oh my god, no, it's so much weirder. Hold on, this can't be real. Okay. It used to be short. It was so it's basically what I kind of described. It's like there's the little thing and you press the button, I guess, and his head would extend. It doesn't whip around like in the movie. And it's not quite
Okay.
as
Yeah,
not
this-
quite as girthy as it is in the movie. Yeah, so that's helpful.
It seems like in the show he really was just a human periscope. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I could see over these. I could see over these rocks now. It's like that's. I don't know.
It helped probably because he was one of the guys. So, that probably helped more than the one whose whole thing was he just smells bad, So these were very action figure first characters where they came up with things an action figure could do and figured out what the guy's deal was later. So binocular guy makes complete sense.
Mechaneck has a fucking like dump truck ass.
Oh, word.
Like
the actor or the toy?
The toy.
Which toy? The original one or
Here,
the
I'll put
new
link.
one?
Yeah. Well, I guess this is from the cartoon, but for some reason they give you a rear view, which why not do it for the freaks?
yeah.
But look at this shit.
Who wouldn't want a rear view of Mechaneck?
I don't
Nice.
think this is
Oh,
anything
man.
to write home about in the Masters of the Universe verse. Everybody is built like a brick house in this universe.
But
Fine.
I don't know. Those cheeks are clapping, Nando.
Yeah.
There's probably a guy named Clap Cheeks. We haven't looked for him, but
I was gonna say if we had to do a tiebreaker, I thought about doing something with all the guys, but I'm like, I didn't want to rely on too much like Masters of the Universe knowledge to give.
Also, Nando knows all that stuff, and
Right,
I don't.
Yeah, I know
the
way
obvious
more of
edge,
them.
So. But it would have been a
was a
fun game. Like it was like Clap Cheeks. Thinking, fuck, who's fuck's Clap Cheeks?
Yeah, that would be really fun. This is a cool game you can do. Everybody that's at home, you can play this game with your friends, especially if none of you know He-Man characters. Each of you takes a list of the good guys or the bad guys, and then has to bluff the names of other fake ones, and you have to trick the other person into thinking that your bluffed ones are real. So it'd be a 1v1 game.
Okay.
But that could be quite fun. Also, there is a guy named Clamp Champ. That's as close as I can get to Clap Cheeks or whatever. But he just has a big robot arm thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Big old clamp.
There is also a guy named Extender who basically does what Mechanic does, but at the torso and the arms. So, yeah. It's awesome. Anyway, we'll get to it. But yeah, so all those guys are in it, including Mechanic. And yeah, so it's came out this week. Bombed, as expected.
Bombed pretty bad.
Bombed as you know, but you never know. Maybe week 2, we'll see. But DJ, as the master of the last week's summary, you get to be the master of this week's IMDb, B as in spelling bee. So, yeah, take it away.
Yeah, of course. Well, very excited we get to play the IMDb B as in spelling bee game, where my two co-hosts here have to guess the summary for Masters of the Universe 2026 on imdb.com, B as in spelling bee. And everyone's wondering, you know, how do they come up with these summaries? And guys, you're never going to believe this. It's actually pretty simple. I don't know why we don't talk about this more. It's crop circles. People think that crop circles are aliens, but they're actually put there by drones that IMDb has so they could preserve for a little bit, not like, you know, forever, like the summaries of movies. So they make a crop circle, and then they get one of their IMDb interpreters to write down the summary based off that, because it's simpler, because you just have your drone make a little shape based on what it thought of the movie summary was, and the guy writes down. It's quite efficient, actually. I don't know why we don't do more things as crop circles, because it is the most efficient way to communicate. Better than semaphore, better than any sign language, better than yelling across a football field, better than
podcasts.
Quick, name
podcasts.
5 more things. Podcasts. What? Name more things. Cup and string. Is it better than that?
Better than cup and string. Better than interpretive dance, even. Believe it or not.
Ooh, I'm not sure I do believe
signals. Those are pretty cool.
Ooh, yeah, better than smoke signals. Better than star charts. Way better than star charts. Star charts are done. We can get rid of
star charts.
Well, star charts are for navigation, not communication, but still.
Well, I mean, it's how the stars communicate to you, right?
Right.
That's, you know.
Right.
Okay.
Is it better or worse than drumming on big old boobies? Like Will Smith's character describes as a method of communication in the Wild Wild West movie.
Right, Nando's favorite movie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've seen it more times than a lot of these. So,
unfortunately, worse. Drumming on big old boobies is still better. So
apparently,
but I don't think
it stays to this very day.
So, what I need you folks to do is to guess the summary based on the crop circle, and I will tell you this. It's not bad. It's like pretty basic, you know. It's a fine summary. I would say this is a fine summary. Maybe one part technically like wrong, but minor.
Okay.
So who gets
Diggins,
to go first?
As last week's loser, you get to decide if you want to go first or second. So
I'm gonna go first. As per usual. In this very real and very important competition.
So important. I'm going to write a word down that I just want to make sure I don't forget.
Okay. And I'm just going to go off the dome. HR worker Adam Glenn is pulled back to his homeland of Eternia to wield the power of Grayskull and save the land from the evil Skeletor.
We're going to be real close. I'm going to... A few things are different, so hopefully that'll be enough for DJ to decide who wins. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do if one of us doesn't win right now. I'll say Prince Adam returns to Eternia to rally the Masters of the Universe and protect the planet from the evil Skeletor.
Okay. Neither of you got it. I'm just going to read the summary here. A young man on Earth discovers a fabulous secret legacy as the prince of an alien planet and must recover a magic sword and return home to protect his kingdom.
I think I did pretty good. I got planet and prince.
Yeah.
Those are pretty important.
The thing about this,
I didn't realize it's a different planet than Earth.
Right.
You know? Kind of feels like it's in a different dimension, but it's
right, but no,
like
it's
over
just
there.
Yeah.
It's at the center of the universe.
Like we could send Ryan Gosling to it.
Yeah, exactly.
If we have enough whatever.
He could go find Mechanic. I will say the thing is wrong about this.
That's who he can be friends with. And
instead of Rocky.
Instead of Rocky, it's Mechanic.
It's Mechanic. Mm-hmm. The one part of this is wrong is this discovers a fabulous secret legacy. He didn't discover it.
Yeah, no, he knew the whole time.
Yeah, he just knows, so that's weird. All right, well, nothing we could do now, so I guess
well,
everyone see you next week. No.
Yeah, Rex.
Yeah.
And by watch Widow's Bay yet.
Guys, my kingdom for a 26-minute podcast, I would.
Oh my God, imagine.
I would get so much more sleep. No, guys.
People might actually listen to it.
No.
Obviously, I have a tiebreaker. Obviously. And this is a short tiebreaker. Because I had a tough time deciding what I wanted to do.
Not if we waste time during it, DJ.
Yeah.
Quick, name 5 more methods of communication.
Spelling things out with stones, like you're trapped on an island and you're trying to signal to planes.
CB radio.
Going
ham radio.
Going underwater in a pool and like shouting the words to someone else who is also underwater.
And then they come in and say, I was going to say going underwater and then shouting the words in a bubble. And then the bubble travels up to the top of the water, pops, and then it says whatever you said. Cartoons.
Also good.
I've never tried that. But anyway, that's 5. Very good.
Great. We did it. Yeah. So I have here a list. So something inspired me about this movie. So this movie had something that I think a handful of movies have. Robot sidekick. You know, sometimes you just need a robot sidekick in a movie, or not even necessarily a sidekick, just a member of the team, a robot who's there to help out. Right.
Sometimes you need one, and sometimes you don't. So you just kind of pretend it's not there, you know, when it's inconvenient for the plot.
Sometimes it does one thing in the very first scene and then never does anything again for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is true. Well, I have a list here of 11 movies with, let's be very specific about this, has some kind of robot thing that is in that is their part of the action. Now, it's not necessarily a humanoid robot. It could have some different form factor than that, as some of these guys do, but they all have a voice, and none of them are just a computer. So, like, if the movie I were to give you was
they all have a body.
Yes, they all have some kind of body.
Body, yaddy.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, if I were to say, like, the Lego Batman movie, your guess couldn't be like the like, it wouldn't be Batputer, right? It'd be like something else. And yeah, they're all like more or less a part of the action. Maybe like a couple of them are like, it's like half a cameo, but you know, it's something.
Sure. How are we going to guess them?
Here's how I'm going to guess them. I'm going to give you the movie, and one of you are going to buzz in with your best robot sound effect, and you're going to give me the name of the robot. I will give you a bonus point if you give me a name of the voice actor. These all have voice actors because the robots all have speaking roles in the movie.
Right.
Even if it's minor. So does that make sense?
Yeah. I think I get it.
And
Diggins, what's your sound? Well, I guess we can reveal them as we go.
Sure.
Fun surprise for DJ.
So, and again, I have 11 of these. There's one movie where, like, I don't know, there maybe is 2, but I really think there's one, but we can fight about it if it happens. Star Wars. and then I think these kind of get like a little bit harder as we go along. But we'll see. You know, it's kind of a vibe. I just want to make sure. Okay, I got my list. All right, and hopefully I'm going to hear these all properly.
So you're just going to give us the name of a movie, and then we can buzz in. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Ready for the first one?
Ready.
Hell yeah.
All right. Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Aye. That's
okay.
I did it.
I heard Nando first. Yep.
So you want the name of the droid or robot, K2SO, right?
Yep.
And then the name of the actor that voices him, Alan Tudyk.
Yeah,
correct.
There's 2 points right there. Yep. Okay. All right.
Then the name of if he gets hit in the balls or not. I don't think the answer to that is yes. No, does he? He might. A lot of these guys get hit in the balls.
I don't think K2SO does. At least not in Rogue One. Maybe in Andor.
Maybe in Andor. It sounds like something Andor would do. Episode 12 of Andor got really away from him in season 2. They got real silly. Once they did the Gorman massacre. And we're like, little guys. I feel gross. Let's do some slapstick.
Nando out here with an early lead. All right. Next one we have Prometheus.
Aye.
Yes.
I believe the robot or whatever they're called in this. What are they called in the Alien-averse? Synth or whatever is named Michael. And so then do I get to go bonus point or is that?
So that is incorrect.
Okay.
I thought like there's actual like robots, not androids in that movie.
I mean, I think a robot is an android. You're talking about like a physical. Well, all right. But Diggins, do you want to take a guess? What's your thing?
I don't know the name though. That's the problem. Like I know what DJ is talking about, but I don't remember what they're called.
This one has a name, like a name.
Oh wait, beep boop beep boop beep.
Okay.
Because Nando foolishly got the actor's name mixed up with the character's name.
Oh.
The character is David.
Yes.
I got it mixed up
played by Michael Fassbender.
Yes.
Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo, Statue of David. That's how my brain works. That's right.
Right. It's 2-2. Very good. All right. Next up, we have Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Beep boop beep 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 boop.
I don't know the name of this one.
Diggins.
Marvin is the name.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, God, I think at one point I knew who... Oh, wait, no, I know who... It's Alan Rickman.
It is Alan Rickman. Diggins, that brings you up to 4 points. All right. Next up, we have Spaceballs.
Aye. I'm going to take a shot at this. So I definitely don't know the actor. Is the name of the robot Goldie?
No. Diggins, do you have a guess?
I know the robot is like the handmade robot.
Oh, I know what it is.
Robot,
I think.
I also don't remember the name. I'm gonna say, PPO.
Yeah.
So, Nando, did you figure it out too late?
I think so, but honestly, knowing I'm not even sure if this is the right name for this character. Okay. So, in case this is for something else, I'm going to hold on to it unless I can get a point. But I feel like I already
no. Yeah. All right. So the name. So I think you both visually figured out who the robot is. The name is Dot Matrix.
Yeah, that's what
right.
That was what I thought it was. Who plays it?
Joan Rivers.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was a sassy lady. It was like, hey,
yeah,
I'm walking here. You know.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet.
Beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, beep.
Yep. Diggins.
Is the robot's name Ben?
The robot's name is Ben, Diggins.
Oh, wow.
It's up for a point, but do you remember the acronym?
No, I only know the robot's name is Ben because that's the name of that character in the book Treasure
Island.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Bioelectronic Navigator. Do you know who voiced Ben in Treasure Planet?
Oh, I've never watched Treasure Planet.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Robin Williams.
Good guess.
No.
Martin Short.
Yeah, it was
Martin Short.
I didn't remember that, but it was one of those guys.
All right.
One of those crazy guys.
All right. Diggins with a commanding 5-2 lead, but
Turn this around.
it's anyone's game. It's anyone's game. All right. Next up, we have Interstellar.
Aye.
Okay.
Robot in Interstellar's name is Tars.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know the actor, so I'm just going to take a shot at. Did Christopher Nolan provide the voice for the Tars?
No. Someone named Bill Irwin. I don't know if they're like.
Yeah, I've had a feeling it was.
Yeah.
Probably like a puppeteer or something like
probably.
that. You know,
Unfortunately, just
they do that
guys.
sometimes.
All right, but Nando creeping back. It is 5-3 Diggins. Okay.
Wow.
Next up, we have. And by the way, it's 5.
I hope I don't choke like the Spurs.
Oh, are you talking about the horses Spurs? They're in some kind of horse racing thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's certainly what you meant, right?
Right, yeah. What else would I be talking about?
Yeah. I think it's nuts that I can't remember the horse's name, but decided to race the Kentucky Derby, win it, skip whatever the middle one is, and then go to the Belmont Stakes and win. Because both times that horse came from behind to win, and if it did the second race, it would run the Triple Crown. But maybe that horse, they thought he couldn't run the second race, could only win the first and third one. But I can't. What is the name? I'm stalling this game so I can look this up because it's very important.
There's nothing we love on this podcast more than wasting time.
Golden Tempo. So, Diggins, you were talking about how the opposite, how the other Spurs choked, and Golden Temple won the Kentucky Derby and Belmont Stakes.
That's right.
Just to be clear, thanks, Diggins.
Getting real quick, make sure I can. They don't use Spurs in this anymore, right? I feel like that'd be insane, but it'd be interesting. I would be shocked. I mean, the fact that we still do horse races as like a sport is crazy. So
that's true. The third one is the Preakness, by the way.
Yeah,
Preakness. Yeah, by which you mean the second one.
Well, what I meant is like the third race that you didn't know the name of.
Yes, maybe it could have won the Triple Crown. Who knows? Maybe next year. All right, 5 to go. 5 to go. All right, this one is Aliens.
Aye.
Okay. Nando.
Is this the one named Bishop?
This is the one named Bishop.
Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure I don't know the name of this actor, so I'm going to just throw some letters together. Gifley Muldoon.
I think I do know the actor. Do I get to guess?
I mean,
no. I didn't get to guess
okay,
one of your
fair.
wrong ones.
You get to tell us.
Can I just say it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it? God, what's his name? Like Lance Erickson.
Oh yeah,
very close. Lance Hendrickson.
Henriksen.
Yeah.
All right.
Gifley Muldoon was in Aliens 3.
All right.
The one everyone hates with the little dog.
That's right.
Yeah. Diggins 5, Nando 4. Okay. All right. Next up we have this is 27. This is the 2017 movie Power Rangers.
Aye.
Yeah.
This is Alpha 5.
This is Alpha 5.
I believe in that movie he is voiced by Bill Hader.
Very good. Nando takes the lead.
Going into the lead.
I'm
jumping up to 6 points.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I watched that. It's okay. It's the one that's... Wait, have we ever done it on the podcast?
We haven't.
Gets really into Krispy Kremes in the middle. It's like very clearly a sponsorship thing that goes way too far.
All right. 3 to go. And these are some tough ones.
These are the toughies. All right.
We'll see. All right. Next up, Moon.
Aye.
Okay.
Is the name of this thing... Is it Sam? No, it can't be Sam because that's Sam Rockwell's name.
It is.
It's a human name. I think. I don't know.
It's not Sam. So, Diggins, it is your chance to steal.
On this movie I've never seen.
We did it for the podcast.
Did we do Moon for the podcast?
That was before I was on.
Oh, man.
Moon's good.
Yeah, Moon is
I've heard Moon is good. I've just never seen it.
Well,
I'm going to go with Sally.
Not side. That is Gertie. It is Gertie.
Oh,
I had the right gender, so I think I deserve a point.
Who plays it?
Kevin Spacey.
This is the Kevin Spacey.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah. See, I wasn't sure about this one because this one is kind of a computer, but I guess it
No,
has, like,
it's the
stuff
arm
going
guy.
on.
It has an arm and stuff. Yeah,
that's fair.
It's got a camera. It's got it's more than
got a
just a
smile.
computer. Yeah, it's more than just a computer. Okay, 2 more. Nando with a 1-point lead.
Uh-oh.
For the next movie, we have Rocky 4.
Oh, I don't know the name of it.
None of us know.
Except Paulie, because it's his lover.
Yeah. I'll take a guess.
Yeah.
Butlertron.
No.
Damn it.
Diggins, you get a shot.
Robbie.
That's a good name.
The name is Sicko.
Sicko?
Sicko. S-I-C-O. Yeah.
And it's played by the real robot that Sylvester Stallone wanted to promote.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Voiced by its creator, Robert Dornick, who is just like the guy who developed it. All right, this is the last one. This is the last one.
Oh, no.
So much pressure on Diggins. I cannot believe this could go to a tiebreaker, but we'll see. All right, the last movie to guess the robot little sidekick guy. Flubber.
Oh, fuck.
Flubber.
I can picture it, but I don't know the name.
I can't even remember what it looks like.
If I describe it physically, does that count?
I
No,
got
but
nothing.
if you
I'll
get-
take a guess.
Okay,
You know,
so-
I'll
Nando,
throw a guess out.
Yep.
Let's say they named it after him. Let's say it's called Robin.
I like
that
that
it?
3 of your guesses are names of the actors in it.
It's
Unfortunately,
a good place to start.
Diggins, can you dig far back enough into the memory banks to try and?
So just to prove that I do remember this, it's like a kind of like floating sort of like ball disc thing that is voiced by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it spends the whole movie wanting him to make her a body.
Yes.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm busy with my flubber.
Yes.
And then at the end, she like does a sacrifice and like gets broken, and so he builds her a body to fix her. And that's the end of the movie.
Oh.
Correct.
Does he
So I
have sex with
remember
it?
all of this, and I can't remember her fucking name. Sydney.
I'm so sorry, Diggins. It's Weibo.
Weibo.
Does it stand for something, or is it just Weibo?
Just Weibo. Not an
I don't get
acronym right there.
anything for remembering all of that about the robot in the movie Flubber.
I mean,
No.
can you give me the lady who voiced Weibo?
Oh, I remember this thing. I googled it, so I can't. Also, I don't think I saw whose voice it is.
God, when did Flubber come out?
98, I think.
Yeah.
Someone who would have provided a voice in 98. Is it Winona Ryder?
No, Jodie Benson, who is just one of those actresses who lives to do
She's a
Disney
voice
voice
actress,
roles.
yeah.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
for Disney, right? Like,
Yeah, like she did Ariel, right?
Yes.
And that makes sense, because then it's like she wants a body. Like Ariel wants legs, so she can have like, you know, be a real girl.
Right. And like
Diggins,
later, Robin
Women
Williams
that don't have
would want
legs don't count, as far as I'm
Right.
concerned.
And Robin
Yeah.
Williams later in Bicentennial Man would want a human body.
I remember that's kind of what I expected when you said guy, like when you said robot. But yeah, I like Bicentennial Man. No, I don't. It sucks. Don't watch that.
Diggins, I'm so sorry, but Nando has golden tempoed you.
I think the people who listen to this will be like, will rise up as one with one voice saying Diggins deserved a point for remembering that much about the movie Flubber. And I think you're gonna have a real firestorm on your hands, DJ.
I mean, you may be right. However, that version of events leads to a tie, which is absolute chaos. Like, I have a long list here, but it's not very good. This was like, this is where I landed on a tiebreaker. Part of it was like, what if I do animals because of the tiger? I'm like, oh no, it's too much.
Just give me the next one on the list.
Wait, like robot animals?
No, just animals, because there's like a tiger, right? He-Man has a tiger.
Yeah, Cringer.
Oh, right.
Everyone knows Cringer.
I mean, the next one is like in my research drafts, which let me just pull one out here. All right, Diggins, this isn't for anything except I guess your pride.
No. I'm not suggesting this is for anything. I just want to know.
All right. Hold on, I gotta scroll. All right, who? See, like, I was like, oh, this one would have been too easy, but like Big Hero 6, right? But that one was too easy.
We all remember the name of that robot because that movie was so memorable.
And like
And we all
Baymax was
remember
like
the
a
person who
side
voiced
guy.
it, which was Scott Adsit, right, from 30 Rock, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're
All
right.
Baymax.
All right, Diggins. Here you go, Diggins. Forbidden Planet, 1956.
Oh,
that
man.
one I could draw because, like, this is a classic, but I don't know what it's called either.
Yeah, I don't know the name.
Robbie the Robot.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. I knew one of them would be named Robbie eventually.
It's like I left that off the list.
Yeah. We should
All
watch
right,
that
I'm just
one of
saying the
these
fix
days.
is in. That's
Sure.
what I know.
I'm fine
Whatever
with
you
that.
say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we didn't have to do one from Lost in Space because I've talked about that like every couple of weeks and I don't even gotta guess what it's in.
I was
Let's look it
also
up.
thinking about, like, is he going to say the Lost in Space robot? Because I don't have a single clue what its name is.
I don't want to put that one
Okay,
in.
that one's name is B9.
Oh.
And in the movie, we'll never know. Lost in Space, IMDb. It's also voiced by Joey. That'd be pretty cool.
Whoa.
Wow.
It is voiced by. Did you guys want to take a guess at who does the voice of B9?
B9.
I can't even fucking find it on this. page.
I can imagine its voice. The Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah. I guess it's this person.
Is it not
Oh.
like some who's well known?
It might be the original voice actor who did the voice from the
Okay.
60s. So no one you would know.
Sure.
Dick Tuckfield or what, Tuffield or something. But yeah, that's fun. I mean, that's nice, I guess. They should
Well-
have done that with Skeletor. Anyway,
Apologies, Diggins. You'll get your revenge one day. Hopefully, I'll lose to whatever tiebreaker Nando comes up with next week. But for
shit,
now,
yeah, I got to do a disclosure date tiebreaker.
oh,
I
that's what
should
we're
have.
doing?
I should have threw it. Oh man, I didn't even know I'd have to think about disclosure day more than extra.
Nando, we don't have to do it.
We'll do a list of 5 movies worse than Disclosure Day. This could take some time
It'll be
for
so
me to
easy
figure it out.
because everyone says Disclosure Day is such a good movie.
Yeah, they do say that, don't they? The sound, the colors. Oh my god, it's incredible.
I can't wait. Well, for now, Nando, please
For
give
now.
us your review of not Disclosure Day, but Masters of the Universe
Not Disclosure
2026.
This movie is cool. It's good and fun and sweet, and everything about it is good, except for the script, which is fine. But if it was a good script, I think this movie would be like a crossover hit. With that said, I think this movie is more fun. Even if it wasn't a crossover, because I think with a better script, you would lose some of the real stupid stuff that makes this movie fun, which would be kind of a bummer because I do like that. I think the cast is great. Even the alleged person that did alleged things, they're doing fine as well. But coming out of this movie, I'm really impressed with the main guy, Nicholas Galatzine, who I knew very little about. It looks fine. It looks expensive, but it doesn't look like photorealistic, but it'd be hard to make that look actually, to be fair, certain design elements do. Other stuff like ships and planets don't look amazing, but what are they gonna sink more money into this movie and then it'll make more profit? Like at a certain point, I get it. What else was fun? I think it's kind of got something kind of interesting to say about, and this is more the script thing of it's not necessarily, I mean, it kind of is doing what Barbie's doing, but it's going to be hard not to compare this movie to Barbie in a lot of people's minds because it's also the same toy company. And it's not quite as subversive, but it's also trying to modernize this character in a way that I think is admirable. I think the fighting is great. I think all the action scenes look great. And I think they got most of the right dudes in it. There's a couple of dudes that they forgot or skipped, and I would have liked to see them, but more or less, I think they got all the fun ones, including a couple of really fun ones I'm sure we'll talk about, besides the mechanic, of course. Also, the score is great. Love the music in this movie. And it made me forgive Brian May for making that awful Rami Malek movie so bad. But that part of it was cool. And I saw it at a pre-screening with an audience of people who are part of the Film Society or something. So it was a packed crowd, and it was very positive for this. Like, it was people that came to this on purpose. But my crowd had a really good time, so I'm, maybe it's gonna catch on. I wouldn't be shocked if this is like a kind of, cult classic in 10 years. But yeah, that's all I got for He-Man Masters of the, or just Masters of the Ultra. Should have been called He-Man. I don't understand why we keep doing this. But yeah, Diggins, what about you? Yeah,
I was just gonna say first, do you think Brian May personally demanded the bit in Bohemian Rhapsody where it's treated as over the line when Freddie brings up how much Brian May cheats on his wife?
I've never seen that. So to be fair, I've never seen this movie. I know it's bad, but that's awesome if he did. If he fucked up all of it. But then, Brian May, you're a rock star. Cheat on your wife. I don't know. I don't think it's a great idea, but like, it's not the end of the world. It could have been a good movie.
Well,
but also the editing was bad.
I feel like when you wrote a whole song that you made your band produce, all about how the fact that you constantly cheat on your wife is really difficult for you, then you lose the ability to be mad when people bring it up.
Yeah. I would like it. What's like the name of a musician who killed somebody or something like that? Like, who's the worst musician ever in terms morally. Of like the world? Yes. I can't think of one specifically, but then I'd love to see that person's biopic where they ignore that. Like, I want to take someone who's so terrible. Well, exactly. Like, they did that one, but I'm like, what if it was someone who's like barely known for singing? He had like a kind of catchy tune, but then most of what he did was murders. And yeah, anyway, movie's great. Movie's very good. I think movie is fun, surprise, and destined to bomb because it's He-Man, and nobody gives a shit about He-Man, as well.
That's true.
Some people do, but not enough. Diggins, what about you? What did you think of Masters of the Universe 2026?
Well, I'm one of those people who doesn't give a shit about He-Man. Never watched it, never had no connection to it. I've always been aware of it, or, have been aware of it for most of my life, but like no care for it whatsoever. And I thought this movie was fine. It has some fun bits. It's colorful, like you said. It's some of the visual stuff I don't love. Anytime I'm looking at a screen and I'm like, these are people standing on some ungainly like edifice in front of a green screen, I'm like, it takes me out of it. And there's more than a few of those in this movie.
Oh yeah, it's a ton.
But it's kind of goofy in a way I like. Sometimes it decides that it can't be too goofy, and then I'm like, what are we even doing here? But I don't know. We'll get into it more later. I feel like it tries to be a little bit more than just like He-Man, big man, muscle good, evil skeleton face man bad. But it doesn't really succeed at doing that because ultimately that is all He-Man is.
Wow.
I don't know. It tries to like be about like masculinity in a way that is positive. Which I guess I appreciate that they tried to do that, but I don't think they ultimately have a lot to say about it or like do anything with that in a meaningful way. So I just kind of felt like not disappointed because it's not like I expected anything of this movie in the first place. But it just felt like kind of a letdown there where I was like, they could have been doing something like cool, and instead they did something fine. So like, it's not a bad movie. I agree. The performances are pretty decent. Even the bad guy, the bad man who plays the bad guy.
He's bad. They say it in the movie.
Yeah. Many times. He's doing fine. Probably because he doesn't have to physically be in it.
So he was physically in it, though. I had to look this up. He had a big stupid muscle suit on and face paint and stuff. Yeah, I know this because
it limits how much he can annoy everyone else on set.
That would be nice, but yeah, he apparently put fake blood on his face to try to scare everybody on set. That was his bullshit thing of this movie. Yeah. His pictures, so stupid.
But yeah, I don't know. It has some cool effects. It has some cool visuals. There's some funny moments. It could have been a lot worse than it is. I'm not as positive as Nando. I would say it's a solid 7 out of 10. But all that aside, it has Alison Brie playing Evelyn.
Yeah.
And so it's impossible to say if it's bad or not.
Plus 3 points brings it to 10 for Diggins and 10 for me. And that's pretty good. Yeah.
What about you, DJ? What did you think?
What did I think of Guardians of the Galaxy 2026 I mean...
You wish. Just wait.
Yeah,
wait for the Supergirl movie. It's like 2 weeks away. We're going to make a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy movies this year.
I'll get 2 in a month. That's pretty good.
She has a Walkman. What? Where'd she get that? Krypton? What?
This movie's fine. I am very aligned with Diggins on emotionally this movie couldn't decide what it wanted to be when. Like, I really have a hard time with the movie that's like, whatever, I'm gonna have one of my characters go, did I do a good job with that? Was that enough? You know, why are you all standing around? Like, okay, camp, ha ha ha. But then followed by like the heaviest of heavy, like emotional tolls that is supposed to be on screen, but I'm not really feeling it. I just want it to be like more like pick a lane. Also, like not. I mean, it was part of the description. Adam's from Earth. Adam starts on Earth. We know he's going to be He-Man. Can we kind of just get there? Because this Earth stuff kind of sucks.
We know he's going to be He-Man. He knows he's going to be He-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part that made it feel kind of pointless to me.
Also, right. Start on Earth, to be fair, DJ. Starts on Eternia, gets sent to Earth.
Fair enough.
No. It starts on Earth. He's telling the story to the woman he's on a date with.
Sure.
Thank you, Diggins.
That's fair.
So, and like that bit part is fine, but like I needed him to become He-Man like that. Let's get to it.
You thought over an hour into the movie was too late?
A little bit,
There's no way it's that long. Well,
I don't know. It feels like
Eternia.
Are you serious? It's actually
over an hour in.
That's fair.
Well,
I guess I needed him off Earth within a half hour. That was my kind of like, we can't spend that much time here. But yeah, I guess he doesn't. There is a little time when he fucks around as Guy on Eternia.
It's like I get what we're building towards, but you know, let's kind of get there. But yeah, action's good. I would say I'm gonna put Jared Leto to the side. Most of the acting is like pretty good. Like everyone's like very in it, giving like a good performance. I assume we'll talk about any and all cameos, but I'm like, all right, wink and a nod, good, you know. So you know, I like.
Was there a cameo in this movie?
There just might have been one. Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, it was so subtle. I couldn't tell.
They paid for it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I like, you know.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I
saw it before we watched the other one, so I didn't even know what the fuck this was. That was I guess this is from something. But yeah.
That's funny. But like, I thought for the energy they were like trying to give, like this fits, but then shaky. But it's a solid watch, albeit a bit too long, or slow pace at the beginning. Once we get there, like the pacing is much better. Like it is crazy where there's like a middle point in the movie where they're all like, we have to get somewhere and confront someone, and then the next scene it just happens. So they learn, they go somewhere, they confront a person, like they learned lessons during the movie. Like the scriptwriter's really thinking. So yeah, it's fine. Like we've definitely done way worse this year.
We've done worse He-Man movies named Masters of the Universe this month. Like it's that easy. The bar is so low.
Also, this guy.
Yeah, I agree. The bar is Solo, a Star Wars.
It's Solo. Oh man, Solo. I don't know if Solo's better than this. Solo's pretty good, honestly. Looking back,
I don't think Solo's better than this.
Yeah, it's right about this.
Yeah, I think this is better than Solo. last thing I'll say, the actor whose name I can't remember, He-Man himself.
Nicholas Galatzine.
He hid that British accent perfectly. I didn't even see him like clenching his jaw too much. Like he did quite the job of hiding that British accent.
Can't even tell if you're being sarcastic, but
I thought he did a good. Does the internet think he did a bad job?
No, I think he did a fine job. I don't think he did. Yeah. I feel like this was a movie where he was the only person hiding an accent.
Idris Elba.
No, he was Idris Elba.
Didn't he not do British?
Yeah, he was British. Mims.
Was he?
Yeah,
I think so.
Gov.
Okay.
Yeah. What's
piss
the part?
off.
What classic Britishisms does Man at Arms yell? Oi, cunt! Like in that show.
Come and have a go if you think you're old enough.
Yeah, a bit of a wanker. That's what he says, probably.
So anyway, Diggins, I feel like Nando cursed you by saying that he was so ready to do the summary.
I was quite ready for the summary. Yeah,
somehow propelled him to winning and you doing the summary. So I don't know how you feel about the summary, Diggins.
I mean, fine. I saw the movie today.
That's helpful. Good. So Diggins, you got to do the summary for He-Man. Well, not He-Man, but regular Man, Masters of the Universe. Man Redacted.
One could say that I have the power of summarizing.
Ooh.
You do.
You kind of do, yeah. That would be pretty cool if you said that. I don't like that phrase. Maybe we'll get to it, but it has power twice.
I was going to say, I don't like the full thing because he just says power twice.
Yeah, they kind of fucked that up. I feel like there needs to be, even if there's just something in the middle that's like, by the power of Grayskull and my Eternia brethren or whatever, then it'd be enough. But it's just like power comes so quickly again.
But it feels so circular. It's like, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power of Grayskull.
Yeah. Oh, He-Man. Well, he's not known for his smarts. I am going to share my screen. I mean, this one might be known for his smarts, but he's not traditional. This is the timer. Is this a star timer or something? I know
I'm terrified of what's going to happen as this counts down.
Right. We'll see. But you have 15 minutes on the clock, 15 minutes to give us the summary for Masters of the Universe. Are you prepared or ready? Either word would work. Are you purdy?
I have the power.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin.
All right. So, that was fast.
Yeah, right.
So, as we said before, it starts with Adam is explaining his backstory of everything that went down on Eternia. Eternia is the center of the universe, and the power of Grayskull is just the power of being a cool guy. Like, it makes you big and strong and cool and buff. And they have to protect it. So he was, in Eternia as the prince's son, but he was a little boy, and he didn't want to go to his arms training because everyone was mean to him. But he has to go to his arms training anyway, and everyone's mean to him except Teela, Man-at-Arms' daughter, who's nice to him because they're friends. But then his dad shows up, and his dad's like, he's not big and strong. This sucks. And then he embarrasses him in front of everybody, and then he walks away and doesn't even look back, even though Man-at-Arms keeps going like, he's going to look back any second now. He's going to look back. That's how you know he loves you, kid, because he's going to look back at you.
Yeah. I hope Skeletor fucking gets this guy.
Well, good news, Nando, because Skeletor shows up immediately after that, basically.
Yeah, that same day.
Yeah, that same day, and he gets everybody.
Yeah.
He's invading, like in that first movie, but except this time we see it, sort of. Everybody gets beat up. The Man-at-Arms, Teela, and the royal families retreat into Grayskull, the Castle Grayskull, to try to get away. But Trapjaw shows up, and so Man-at-Arms fights him, and he does a good job, but then he gets his ass beat. And Teela has to help him stand up so they can run away and get out of the castle. Meanwhile, the king, Radnor,
I think.
Radnor, whatever.
Now I'm confused. Now I'm double guessing it. So let me see. But anyway, go on.
Skeletor shows up with all his guys, and he's like, I want the power. And he's like, "Go, my wife and son. You run away."
It's Randor. I was wrong.
I'm so good at knowing names. I am running away. You run away while I hold him off. And then he fights Skeletor's guys, but loses immediately. And Skeletor's like, "Ha ha ha! I'm taking your crown, but I really want the power." Meanwhile, the sorceress. We all know the sorceress.
I remember her from the movie.
Yeah. She's by the sword, which contains the power. It's the vessel for the power.
Is it?
Well, that's what Adam says.
True.
And she's like, "We have to get the power somewhere safe. Adam can carry it." So his mom's like, "Send him to my home, Earth." And we're like, "What?" And she's like, "Don't worry about it."
She's from Earth. It's just normal, Mm-hmm. She looks like it because she's an actress from Earth.
Yeah.
So,
so Sorceress makes a portal, and Adam's about to go through it, but then Skeletor shows up, and he beats up Adam's mom, and he's like, "Give me the sword, boy." But Sorceress makes a shield to protect him, and Adam runs into the portal, and she's like, "Don't lose the sword, Adam, because that's the only way you can get home." And then he immediately loses the sword.
Boo.
Stronger grip, bro.
Anyway, that's when we find out that this is him telling a story to his date about how he got to Oklahoma City, where he lives, and she immediately leaves because he's a crazy person.
Yeah.
She? Just kidding. We'll get to it. But, no.
Yeah, that's later, Nando. So he goes back home where his roommate is like, "You can't keep telling people that you're a prince from Eternia on the first date." And I'm like, even if it's true, I think he's got a point.
Yeah, you definitely need to weave it in a little bit more naturally in the first date.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's like, "But I am the Prince of Eternia." And he's like, "I don't know, man. Your therapist says you're not." So he goes to his HR job where they have a speech where they say they have the power. Oh, it's like the phrase, remember? And then he's hitting the gym and he sees Dolph Lundgren, who gives him some advice and says, "Good journey." And you're like, "Oh, it's like the movie."
Yeah.
But anyway, his boss calls him in and is like, "You got to stop obsessing about the sword. I always see you looking for swords on company time, and you got to stop doing that or you're going to be fired, even though I think you're good at your job." But then he gets a text that's like, "I know the sword and I'll give it to you." And he's like, "I got to go." So presumably he loses his job here because he goes to a comics shop where a guy says he has his sword. Except what the guy wanted $300 for was to show him that a display in the store has his sword.
Or does it?
Well, we'll get to it. Anyway, it looks exactly like his sword. So he's like, "Oh man." So he wrestles with the display and like tears it off the display while everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And then he runs away having stolen this sword. Because he tries to hold it aloft and say, like, "I have the power," and get teleported back, but it doesn't happen, and he's all sad. The next day, a couple of cops show up, and they arrest him for stealing the sword. And they're driving him down to the station or whatever, but something's happening. There's some kind of disruption. The traffic's come to a standstill, and people are running away screaming. So the cops go to check it out. But then Beastman shows up. Remember Beastman, guys?
Beastman. How do we know he's Beastman? How can we be sure?
Because he's a big beast man.
Oh, okay.
That's anyway, clear. He's breaking cars, and so Adam takes the sword and runs away. And by the way, this is all to that meme song, the "Hey, yeah." But anyway, Adam doesn't get very far before Beastman catches up to him. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm going to get killed by Beastman." But then he gets saved by who? By Camila Mendes, Veronica from Riverdale?
Yeah. She's back, baby.
Yeah, but actually it's Tila. That's who Tila grew up into.
Tila.
And he's like, "Tila, it's you?" After she calls him a squink.
Yeah, sounds racist. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not great. Anyway, she's like, we got your signal because you held the sword up. We got to get you out of here. So they go to her ship after they kind of like run away from Beastman / sort of fight him for a little bit. And he's like, "Haha, people of Earth, you thought I was crazy, but I was right." And they fly off in the ship and they end up in Eternia. And she's like, "Skeletor took over. Things are bad. Your parents are prisoners, maybe. Or maybe they're dead. We're not sure."
Yeah.
So they're going away, but some of Skeletor's guys see them in like a recon ship thing that they have. So we can see Skeletor, who's like, I want the power. Beastman, did you bring me the power? And Beastman's like, no. Skeletor's like, Beastman, you worthless idiot. Go get the power. And Evelyn's like, do you really need the power, Skeletor? And he's like, yes, idiot. She's like, but you have me, Allison Brie, in evil woman makeup. The most hottest thing you can imagine. And he's like, I'm Skeletor and I don't care. I'm played by Jared Leto and you're not nearly underage enough.
Yeah, some of my dialogue is going to suggest maybe I'm not into Allison Brie at all. Maybe something else is more what I'm into.
Maybe some other kind of big strapping men are what I want.
Muscular thighs, yes.
But anyway, so they're tracking them. But then Tila takes Adam to the hideout, which is like a big cave stalactite thing where all the heroes are. And he's like, oh my God, Ram Man, Fisto, Mechaneck, you guys are all here. And they're like, that's not our names. What the fuck are you talking about? This isn't Prince Adam. And they throw him in jail. And he's like, oh no. And Tila comes with him, I think just because she wants to. I don't think they're throwing Tila in jail.
I kind of assumed this was her house because her dad is there, but I still don't really understand.
But they lock it from the outside. That doesn't happen at your house.
That doesn't happen at your house?
Well, yeah, what are you talking about? How else would I stay inside?
Otherwise, I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're like, oh no, we got to get out of here. And while they're trying to get out, Skeletor's guys attack. Oh no, the whole place is blowing up. So Tila's like, we got to get out of here. And there's a big robot in here. And she's like, that's just a servant. But Adam is like, this is a BattleBot. BattleBot, can you help us? And the BattleBot just batters down the door. And you're like, I can't wait to see what other cool scenes this BattleBot has in the rest of the movie. And, well, I hate to tell you.
You have to buy the toy and figure them out on your own, kid.
Yeah. But there's also a useless drunk in here. And Tila's like, we got to take him. And Adam's like, why? But it turns out the useless drunk is Man-at-Arms, her dad.
Man-at-Arms? Relative of Woman-at-Arms?
Yeah, Duncan.
Oh, Woman-at-Arms.
If only that
they could. They totally could have too. Had her say it, that would have been so good.
But yeah, he's become a useless drunk because after he lost a trap jaw, he felt so bad. Anyway, so they run away. They're trying to get to Tila's ship so they can get out before Skeletor's guys find them and take the sword. But Trapjaw is by the ship with a bunch of other guys. And Adam's like, maybe I should try talking to him. So he tries to start a dialogue, but Trapjaw tries to kill him. So instead, he hears Sorceress's voice telling him that he has the power. So he uses the sword to turn into He-Man over an hour into the movie. We're so fucking behind, and I'm running out of time.
Yeah, we're good.
Anyway, so he turns into He-Man, and he beats the shit out of Trapjaw. He's a big muscle man with the costume and everything. And they fly away. They have a chase through a canyon and a forest and whatnot with a bunch of ships. He-Man jumps out and like punches guys in their ships and then flies the ship. But they all crash land.
Yeah, we saw Thor Ragnarok. We know how this goes.
Yeah, we know how it goes. They all crash land, and they're like, what are we going to do? We got to get somewhere somehow. And they all have a heart-to-heart where Tila is mad at Man-at-Arms because he keeps drinking. And Man-at-Arms is like, you gotta do your feelings, He-Man. And He-Man and Tila are like, whoa, we like each other. We remember each other from being kids. But then He-Man's getting a little too close, and Tila's like, as friends. But then Skeletor tortures the other guys to tell them who the big strapping muscle man is. This mysterious stranger that Skeletor finds so oddly compelling. So they tell them it's Prince Adam. So he hollow projects himself into the sky like in the other movie, where he's like
in the other movie.
Yeah, Prince Adam, I have your parents, and I'll kill them unless you give me the sword. So He-Man's like, I've got to go to get the sword. I got to go give Skeletor the sword to protect my family. And they're like, don't do that. And he's like, I have to. And they're like, okay. So then they show up at Skeletor's castle. And that's not me trying to flow through this fast. It's literally the next scene.
Yep.
So everyone except He-Man gets taken to the prison while He-Man goes to see Skeletor. And Skeletor's like, give me the sword. I have your father, the king. And the king is there. He wasn't lying. But He-Man's like, no, I'm going to fight you instead. So Skeletor's like, actually, you're going to fight my guys. So a whole bunch of guys show up, and He-Man beats them all up. He's so cool and strong, you guys. He's so good at fighting, even though he doesn't know how to do it. No, one of them isn't Trapjaw, actually.
Damn.
But one of them is motherfucking Karg.
Karg is there.
Karg! Anyway, He-Man wins, and Skeletor's like, I'm still not going to fight you. And Evelyn freezes him. But He-Man uses his cool powers to fight off the freezing, but it makes the ceiling collapse and kills his dad.
Oh, no.
He's like, Dad, I'm sorry you thought I was a wimpy shrimp boy. And his dad's like, I never thought you were a wimpy shrimp boy. I was just scared that you weren't strong enough because you were a wimpy shrimp boy.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm getting some mixed messages here, Dad. But anyway, they get the sword. Skeletor knocks him out. They get the sword. They're all in prison. But He-Man gives an inspiring HR speech where he's like, we got to work together to get out of here. So they bust out of prison as Skeletor tries to use the power, but it doesn't work. And Evelyn's like, maybe if we go to the castle and do it there, it'll work. So they fly off to the castle before the heroes break out. So the heroes chase them to the castle, and they have a big fight scene where all the warriors like do cool fight scenes, especially Dion, the one no one cares about, and it doesn't look cool.
She's in the wiki. Don't worry about it. She exists.
But they go off. They go to the throne room, but a bunch of guys are coming. So Man-at-Arms and Roboto stay behind to hold them off.
Who's Roboto?
Roboto is the robot who hasn't done anything.
Oh, I forgot about him.
From the tiebreaker.
From her, Kristen Wiig. Anyway, then Trapjaw shows up and Man-at-Arms fights him and wins like instantly. It's actually kind of a letdown that this is no longer fight scene. But He-Man goes to Skeletor and is like, I'm going to fight you. And Skeletor's like, you stupid idiot. You can't fight me. And then he stabs him. And then He-Man goes through a journey through the center of the mind where Skeletor plays his date and his coworker and a bunch of other stuff. And it's kind of weird.
Sexy.
It is weird.
But then the sorceress is like, He-Man, the power wasn't in the sword. The power was in you the whole time. And so He-Man's like, then what's with the sword? And sorceress is like, don't worry about it. So then he turns into He-Man again, and he tries to talk to Skeletor, but Skeletor's like, I'm actually just evil. So he beats him up and kills him. He vaporizes everything but his skull. And Evelyn runs away, and they're all like, hooray, we did it. And then they all dress in their cartoon costumes, and they laugh like in the cartoons, and everything's cool, except a post-credits scene. She-Ra might be here, and Evelyn takes Skeletor's skull. Oh, no.
Wow.
Good job. I was worried. Also, 883 stars. That's so many.
That is a lot of stars.
838. I think you'll find just the number there.
838, whatever.
Wow. We'll never know.
Yeah. Good job, Diggins. I was nervous, but then you did
Great job. Wish there was more Roboto, but you did your best.
Yeah.
I said every scene that Roboto has a significant part in.
What's the one thing you did forget that I was like, oh, what about that? Oh, I guess this doesn't matter necessarily because you named all the Masters of the Universe except one who gets vaporized in the middle of the movie.
Mossman.
Mossman, yeah, Mossman gets killed.
I was trying to go fast by that point, but yeah, Skeletor torturing the guys to get Prince Adam's name, to get the name of the mysterious muscle-bound stranger who invades all of Skeletor's waking and dreaming thoughts.
Yeah,
is he vaporizes Mossman, and he's like, "Tell me," and that's when Fisto breaks.
Yeah, Fisto, pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much, those are the things that happen in the movie. I feel like,
I guess I also missed Orko shows up at the end.
Orko shows up at the end. Also, the sword breaks at one point. It like shatters.
Right, that's in the final fight scene when Skeletor's like, "You can't do it, you loser." He breaks the sword and then stabs him with the shattered remnant.
Yeah, cool. That's the movie.
Yep. So what do we do now?
What
Rex?
do we do now, Diggins? DJ wants to do Rex so much.
DJ loves Rex. That's why he always talks during them.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh my god.
But silly DJ, you've forgotten before Rex, there's another thing that happens.
Oh, is it? Whoa. Sorry. Is it?
But before that, there's even another thing that happens.
Oh, I fall asleep for a little bit. Okay, I'll get to that now. Go ahead.
That's a kind of what do you call a wild card? That can happen at any point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, silly goose. We have a wheel.
Yeah.
And is there anything that has wheels on this besides cars on Earth?
Don't they have a big spinning blade car?
Yeah,
thing?
it's
not really a wheel.
Oh yeah,
but
the rotor blade
Yeah.
flying ship that Skeletor's guys have.
the one from Incredibles 1.
Yeah,
Except like more shit going on. But yeah, I was trying to find out if there's like a Wheelman, but it does not appear that there is. Not in this, obviously, but not also in the larger He-Man universe. There was a Time Wheel and a Wheel of Infinity that were both weapons, but yeah, no Wheelman.
Of course. All right, well, I have one of those big rotor blade ships here.
You have the rotor.
I have the rotor blade ship.
Wow, incredible.
So it has a bunch of sections on it that all has little things we want to talk about this movie, you guys. So I'm going to give it a little spin, and we'll see who pops up, shall we?
Okay.
Wolverine! Oh, Nando, it landed on one of yours.
Excellent. This one, very quick. This one, we do have to talk about it because I do think it's my big thought coming out of the movie. It's the Scrawny Steve He-Man. They do that thing where they put a tarp over the main character who's Muscle Man and then pretend he's not Muscle Man for the first half hour of the movie.
Yeah.
I would even say, even once he gets to Eternia, if he was Muscle Man, I'd be a little bit more forgiving. But like when he's at office or when he goes to gym and he's got a humongous sweatshirt on over nothing, and then he is weak, I genuinely thought they thought we were stupid. I was like, because I was like, well, of course he's still a big giant guy though. Like, is he just not have confidence? Like, what's his problem? Why isn't he using his muscles? Is he embarrassed by them or something? But it's like, no, he doesn't really have them. He's a big old empty guy under there. It's like a big David Byrne suit from the fucking Talking Heads. Like, and yeah, I feel like this happens a lot in stuff now. I mean, in stuff like this where you have to transform a guy from scrawny to, hunky or whatever.
From zero to hero, if you will.
Zero to hero, yeah. And Captain America did this the best. We'll see how the live-action Hercules does it. They're probably going to fuck it up too. But the live-action...
It's almost like such things probably shouldn't be live-action.
I guess so. I mean, like, yeah. I feel like, what do you do with this if you're them? If you're the main guy, Travis Knight, like, cast another actor, you put his head on a tiny man's body.
No, like in Black Adam, when you have the Rock on CGI'd on top of that other guy.
Because, like, but the problem with it is Prince Adam is also jacked. Like, in the continuity of the He-Man toys, Prince Adam has exactly the same musculature as He-Man.
Well, yeah, what were they going to do? Make a second toy model?
Right, exactly. It would be a waste of money and time. And I don't know what they should have done or what the solution to this problem is.
We can't CGI. What do we do with Chris Evans in Captain America?
I mean, we CGI'd him. Like, they could have maybe gotten away with that.
But they're like, there's like not a lot of scrawny Chris Evans in that movie, so like you can get away with it because it's only for a little bit.
Also, there is a guy who's made of wheels. His name is Dragstore.
Yeah, his name is Dragstore.
Yeah, like dragster, not like drag store that sells drag queens or something. This is different. But like drag racing. Yeah, the way I said it, I realized that is what it sounds like. This is actually a pretty cool toy. If I were a kid, I'd be pretty psyched about this because you can roll it as well. But anyway,
well, not if you were a kid right now. You wouldn't be psyched about it.
Why not?
Because kids haven't been psyched about He-Man since the 80s.
That's a good point. Yeah, I would be psyched about. What do kids care about these days?
Paw Patrol,
my phone, like Bluey, Minecraft, chicken
forgetting
jockey.
how to read because I use the AI too much.
Yep. Yeah, the AI, that would be what I would be excited about. And it would be, I would ask the AI to make up this guy. God, thank God they didn't have AI. Otherwise, these guys would be so boring. But they're cool instead. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird situation where they pretended he wasn't jacked, even though he was clearly jacked.
Did he get jacked for this role? Was this guy pre-jacked or?
He was in good shape, but he got jacked for the role. Like he worked out and like. But I think if they didn't send him to the gym, it wouldn't bother me because I'd just be like, he's broad or whatever, but he's not like trying to be muscular. But by sending him to the gym, it's like that's what he's going for, and it's like he's already there. But I guess not, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool.
I did like when he steals the sword from the display stand.
Oh yeah,
there's like a woman behind the counter who's like, what are you doing? Stop that. And like, I don't know if it was supposed to be a joke about how he was obviously a big, handsome muscle man, or if it was just that his behavior excited her. But at the end, as he's running away, she's like, are you single?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
I appreciate she shot her shot. You got to shoot your shot.
I feel like he's still single, you know? I don't know if this is going to be on the news or whatever, but like, go find him after this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Tila rejects him real hard.
Yeah. And his skeleton boyfriend's dead, so it can't be with him either. So he's got to find somebody.
Yeah, he's got to have
He's
a rebound.
like looking for love. Yeah, he needs. So, you know, I don't know. I think she
should try to find a way to Eternia.
Yeah, I feel like, she should befriend the friend that gets stolen to Eternia or against his will or whatever. At the end of the movie,
the one that's such a like added later scene that for a second I thought it was supposed to be that he'd lost his mind and was hallucinating.
No, that would have been funny. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, it's weird that they made him jacked and then didn't make him jacked. But what are you gonna do? I do think the actor looks a lot like He-Man. Like he's got the hair, the funky wavy hair. That was very good.
You know, Nando, one thing we didn't consider, maybe he was going to the gym to meet Dolph Lundgren.
That's true.
He didn't even
like Dolph Lundgren, the actor.
Yeah.
Which is who he met from the He-Man movie he liked as a child, which is why he named himself that. That would make sense.
Right.
If you bumped into Dolph Lundgren, if you only can ask him one question, and you can't ask him how to win at life or whatever He-Man asks him, what would you ask him?
Oh, man. I want to ask him what Sylvester Stallone smells like.
Yeah, he probably knows.
What's that scent? What's that musk? Describe it in firm detail.
Did he date Grace Jones, or is that someone else?
He dated I don't know, actually. I think he was with Brigitte Nielsen though, right? For a while?
Yes, that might be what I'm thinking.
From the Rocky movie that he's in. They were together for a little bit. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So maybe ask him a little about that. Like, what's Brigitte Nielsen like? How do you attract a supermodel?
I mean, as much as I would like to ask him about that, I'd really like to ask Flavor Flav about that. Because I feel like me and Flavor Flav are on a closer level in terms of like being a jacked guy. I feel like whatever he did probably is going to work for me. And I don't think Flavor Flav's also going to work for me. But I watched all of the shows that they were on. I watched the, Stars in the House and then Flavor of Love. Like, I think I get it. Charisma, big clock, Viking hat, yelling a lot. That's what she likes.
These are things I could do.
Exactly. I could totally do them. I think I want to ask Dolph Lundgren. I think I want to ask Dolph Lundgren. I think I'd ask him because he doesn't do a whole lot of stuff. Most of my Dolph Lundgren knowledge is Expendables, these, and then the Rockies he's in. But he's probably in other stuff that I like, that I actually like. Not that I don't like his Rockies, but like I bet he's got a fun Hollywood story. Maybe I'd ask him. You know what? Because he's also kind of smart. He's supposed to be pretty intelligent. I'd ask him who the dumbest Expendable is. Like in real life, which of them is the dumbest? Because I bet he has an answer to that. And I wouldn't tell anybody. I would keep it quiet. Right, he was in those Aquaman movies. He was King Nereus. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
of the underwater redheads.
Right, of course.
Because that was. And he's John Thundergun in the Always Sunny. I would ask him to hang dong for me, but he probably would say no.
Oh my god!
I would ask him if people ask him that, and then that would be my one wish. It wouldn't work, and it's not a great plan, but yeah, I feel like a lot of the rest of these movies he's in are just not big deals. Like I wouldn't have much to say about Retrograde or The Defender, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sorry,
he's in Johnny Mnemonic. Look at that.
I was reading Dolph Lundgren's Wikipedia page, and there's a funny anecdote here. In 2009, 3 masked burglars reportedly broke into Lundgren's home.
That's awesome.
They tied up and threatened his wife, but fled when they found a family photo and realized that the house was owned by Lundgren.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, what a disaster.
I mean, in real life, I'm sure he can't, especially in 2009. He was quite old by then.
He's pretty big, though. Like, he is like a giant man.
Yeah.
That accounts for a lot of it. Plus, you'd assume he has all those guns from the movies he's in, but he doesn't.
You think he just keeps the guns?
I think he has prop guns, and maybe he has one real one. And are you going to risk your life to find out which one he has?
Right.
He was the Punisher in the Punisher movie from the 80s. Like, he's got a lot of guns.
It's like that one comic where it's like 2 boxers and one starts going, Kamehameha.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I concede. He probably couldn't do it, but I wasn't about to wait and find out.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, he's probably not, able to kill me like he could in his movies, but I don't want to find out.
Exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. The Dolph Lundgren stuff was cool. What was his advice, by the way? Because I forgot it, kind of.
It was like weirdly, it was like, always have your back.
Back yourself. Yeah.
Always back yourself. Not in front, because in front.
Don't get out in front of yourself.
Don't get out in front of yourself, because you got to back yourself, and you always have your back. It's something like circular like that.
It is like that. Yeah, if you have your back, you can't lose or whatever. And that doesn't come up in the movie. Kind of figured it would. Oh, it does?
I mean, he says it again.
Right. I guess like it doesn't
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't turn out to be actually really, really, really good advice as he's fighting Skeletor. Like, I'm too much at front back situation. This is what I was training for. But yeah. You know what I'd ask Dolph Lundgren? I'd ask what everybody at the time thought about Grildor. Was everybody making the movie like this isn't going to work? Or were they all like, this is the fucking sickest thing we've ever done?
I hated Masters of the Universe, but
I love Grildor. Or Gwildor, yeah. Because I'm always curious when things like that fall flat, if they knew or if they were just like completely out of they had no idea.
I would ask Dolph Lundgren if he knows what happened between Sylvester Stallone and the robot that makes him not want to have him in new cuts of the movie.
That's a good question. Dolph, listen, I don't think he's a big podcast guy, but he goes to the gym. People listen to the podcast at the gym all the time. Yeah. So maybe he is. And if he is, call in, like, tell us, you got a week, I guess, until we do Disclosure Day and forget that we said this. But I'd love to hear from him. But anyway, I'm going to spin the drag store man. I'm going to spin his chest wheel first, and then spin it, tick, 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 tick. Okay, it landed on one of DJ's. DJ, what does this one say?
Oh, yeah, obviously. Well, this one is the club is mightier than the gun. I want to talk about just like the weapons. We kind of touched on this last movie, but I don't know. I just want to talk about this. So, Men at Arms, when he has his big fight with Lockjaw or whatever his name is.
Yep.
Trapjaw.
Whatever. Close enough. Fine. Yeah.
So he's taking out guys with like this big. So first he has gun, right? He does it like, you know what I mean? So you got more guys, more targets or whatever. And he's like shooting. I'm like, okay, it's good with gun, Man at Arms. But then he goes from gun to club. And I'm like, oh, I guess he's out of gun. I never know how laser guns work when there are laser guns. Like, is there a laser magazine? Do you have to charge it like a phone? Like, I never know how laser gun ammunition works.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question.
It's neither here nor there. So I'm like, oh, he must be out of laser guns, so he has to go to club. But then fights Trapjaw and then goes back to gun for a little bit. What? Diggins, you're shaking your head.
Oh, I'm just like you thought he was out of gun, and I'm like, no.
No, he wasn't out of gun. He had more gun, and I want to know: A, why did he go off of gun? B, Well, I don't know how he lost to Trapjaw. That he should have kicked Trapjaw's ass.
Well, does he know who Trapjaw is? Because that seemed to be the problem for him, was he didn't know Trapjaw also had a big gun hand or whatever, and was surprised
right behind that hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he saw him make the hook. Like, he saw the shit do something and turn into the hook. So he must have known that could transform into something else, but maybe he thought it was a different sized hook.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw something turn into a big hook, my first thought wouldn't be, I bet that's also a gun.
Right? Yeah.
It's
also,
many blades.
Especially not this character, because like, he doesn't have any honor, you know? He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's like, I'm going to have to do I'll get my hook out because it would be unfair to shoot you. He would have just shot him, but...
Right.
And it seems like Man-at-Arms, in the line he says during this fight is, Trapjaw turns in a hook and he says, ooh, somebody wants to brawl. And then he pulls out his thing. I think he just likes the mace and never gets an opportunity to use it.
I guess.
So when he is presented with a guy that wants to do a fight, he will take that opportunity.
But if you're Man-at-Arms, you have to be all guns. I really think that has to be the thing.
An armament can be a lot of things, I think.
So, yes,
I mean, I feel
maces
the
and
opposite.
clubs
I feel
and
like
sword.
a Man-at-Arms has to be good with, like, weapons.
Yeah, but in this universe, it should all be gun. I see
what you
everyone
mean.
has guns, right? Like, good, you're great with mace, but like, it should just be gun.
Well, no, but this is Cartoon World guns, which, like, they're fine, but, like, everyone knows because they're cooler that melee weapons are better.
Right.
I would also say, in this universe, they do seem to have armor that can kind of take a couple of laser blasts. So maybe he knows that Man-at-Arms armor is so good, he needs to, like, stab him. Or something. That's the only way he's going to get through
Like
it.
in,
If he,
like how in Dune,
exactly like in
they
Dune,
can't use the lasers because the vibrating thing makes it so that the lasers don't work, but you could still stab someone.
Yeah.
Right. And
Maybe
Man-at-Arms
so,
did
Dune.
have his cool little Ezio blade. I like that. He did have a lot of arms.
He did.
Man-at-Arms had a lot of arms.
He had a hand grenade at one point.
Yep.
He shoved in Trapjaw's mouth.
In his jaw, even.
In his jaw, yeah. And they had a little flask. That was also one of his weapons.
Mm-hmm. A little drinky.
Yeah, might as well, you know.
Keeps you
A
focused.
shot of liquid courage before battle.
Yeah. What,
So
you don't think he had enough arms, or you wanted more arms? Did
Well,
you want him
it's-
to look like a Rob Liefeld character, with just like
Maybe,
gun
yeah,
in his backpack?
and bigger-
Yeah, that would have been
bigger
cool.
And
legs
with a
too.
big old pair of breasts.
Bandoliers. Yeah.
I mean, so that was like I think for the situation for Man-at-Arms, you should be gun. But then all of the other whatever Masters of the Universe is there are no guns, and they go against guys with guns. I mean,
Yeah.
so I want to talk about the guys,
The
besides
guys
Man-at-Arms,
and
the
gal,
other
single
and
gal.
or gals. I guess we include robot. So okay, so
That's true.
Fisto, he's big
Yep.
punch fist guy from Overwatch 2. That's him.
Oh, yeah.
He
Only one of those, too. No
Yes,
double
just-
gauntlets.
just one.
No, they
And-
didn't
Yep.
have the technology for two fists.
Right.
That's fair.
He
Left is
he
a lot
seems-
easier than right or something.
And to be clear, all the goons have guns. Every goon has a gun.
Well, that's not true. Wait. You mean
Well,
like
the generic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Skelter also has a bunch of guys that seem to be their only jobs to fight these guys.
Yeah,
like in one-on-one
exactly.
little fights. So, you know.
Don't maybe the next wheel slice, maybe we can talk about those.
Okay.
Maybe we will,
good
yeah. But okay.
Transition.
Some
but
more
so
masters, yeah.
he seems to do pretty well against guns by using his big fist and then doing punching. Then you have Ram Man, who's just a human missile. Very much a juggernaut look, and he would be great against
Yeah.
guns because how would guns penetrate it? So that's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
good.
like 90% armor. Like, he
Yeah.
can't move his neck. Yeah.
Right. Now let's go from
He has
him
no peripheral vision
Speaking
whatsoever.
of that.
to who can move their neck the most, Mecha
Ooh.
Neck. Weird there's two guys that use their head as a weapon. Like,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in very different ways.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah. In case you haven't seen the movie or don't plan on it, Mecha Neck is basically his neck. It makes his whole head a big cobra or like a boa constrictor that'll just wrap around you and crush you to death or whatever.
And you're like, no matter how sturdy the neck is, surely it would be better to like hit someone with your fist or with a big weapon or something, right? The neck can't be that strong. And the answer is shut up.
Yeah, and then you can't use it as a periscope like the toy.
Yeah.
You know? Plus, that's Extendor's thing, or whatever we already called that guy who could do that, but with his chest and arms. So that guy, I feel like Mechaneck probably did come first, but it kind of seems like that guy showed up and took all the good good extending parts, and he was like, I guess I can be Mechaneck. And
it feels like Mechaneck is the prototype for Extendor.
Yeah,
they're like, all right, we figured out we can do this, so now let's make a version of it that's useful.
Mechaneck crawled so Extender could run. Mechaneck should not be good against guns at all. Mechaneck should get shot and just like
Mechaneck shouldn't be good against anything.
What are we talking about? Mechaneck's like also 90% armor. He's covered in metal bullshit.
That makes his neck so flexible.
I mean, Eternian armor or whatever. What did they say?
What did they say? Or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah, whatever the bars are made of.
All right.
Fiberstone, yeah.
Fine. I guess if you're in armor, then you are good against guns. But then we have Reyna, who's all guns. She's 100% guns.
Yep.
And she seems
to do pretty well. And her armor is mostly just clothes.
Right. Like, she's the Zack Snyder Amazonian, where it's like,
sorry, is this Dion you're talking about?
Yeah. You're talking about her, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What did I say? Reyna? Yeah, Dion. Yeah.
Because she's... So, like, the other thing that's weird about her is, like the way DJ described it, I don't think does it full justice. She's not like a Zack Snyder Amazon. Like, she's in skimpy clothes or something. She's just in, like, a spare Man-at-Arms uniform, but without all the metal stuff. And it's like... It's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's like a tactical outfit, but it doesn't have any of the metal, and it doesn't make you like super free to jump around and do all kinds of bullshit. It's just like an extra thing. Also, this character is not from anything. I mean, she is from stuff, but like she's not a toy you could buy. They didn't make her.
Not until now.
All her guns though.
Not until now. Yeah,
wait, I'm guessing this up. She's like from like the comic strip or something, right?
Yeah, and barely that. So I don't know what the thought process was behind. Do we have a stunt woman who can do all this cool gun stuff? We should probably figure out one of these that's her.
I think the thought process was like, one of them has to be a woman, right?
Woman in arms. Yeah, pretty much. Like, she was set up right there for it. And, like, you can't make the woman Fisto. You can't make the woman Ram Man, obviously. Ram Woman, it's not as fun. Yeah. Yeah, none of the good guys. Obviously, there's a million other guys, but
well, they couldn't change someone to be a woman because then that would make the movie woke.
Right, they already do that with Roboto because Roboto is usually a boy. I believe is supposed to kind of be like male, so it's already pretty woke. And let's not get started on all the stuff where all the other stuff that's woke about this movie.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it at some point, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But yeah, I don't know. What so DJ, you're saying why aren't these guys getting shot all the time or something?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard with the sci-fi fantasy to mix some of us has guns, some of us don't have guns, but traditionally in this stuff, if you have the guns, you win.
I mean, fundamentally, that mixture never makes sense, but you kind of. I feel like this movie is stupid enough that it's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'm saying what I'm saying is I'm pro gun. So with that,
DJ loves guns.
I do love this gun. I'm gonna take this gun and I'm gonna shoot it to spin the wheel. Boom! Tick, 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 tick. Diggins, it landed on one of yours.
Oh wow! This one just says, "Hold on, I have to get a little closer to read the start of it because it says, Karg, 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 Karg." Karg, 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 Karg.
Before you go on, if I had to make you choose Karg or Totokan, who are you picking?
You mean Payakan?
Payakan.
You mean Payakan, the renegade Tolkien?
I do mean Payakan, yeah.
That's like asking me to pick between my arms, DJ. Like,
okay, all right.
They're both so integral to who I am.
Fair enough. All right, continue with Karg. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not like I can be like Karg and just have a hook for a hand.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
that's true. How mad do you think Karg was when fucking Trapjaw showed up and he was like, I also have a hook. It's like, fuck you, dude.
But mine's
I have
a
a
cool transforming hook that turns into a gun. It's like, fuck.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Like, I hope somebody explodes your whole face. Maybe he did. Maybe he ripped his bottom half of his face off. And at that point, before he was Trapjaw, he was just Hookman. And Karg was like, nah, fuck you are. And he just blew his jaw off.
We can only assume.
Karg seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah. Karg has anger management problems. I think we can all agree. But anyway, yeah, Karg's in this movie, guys. After I loved him so much in the last one, he showed up.
Thank goodness, right?
And he's only from this. He is not also a toy.
Yeah, but like also like Blade and Sauroid aren't in the movie. It's just Karg.
I know, no Blade. I was upset.
I think people like Karg. Like, I think the Masters of the Universe fans, the same way that they've kind of come around on the stupid guy, whatever his name was, Flaxaw or whatever. I already forgot. Yeah, Grildor. I think they kind of like have championed Karg as.
Well, I don't think there's any need to come around on Karg because Karg was clearly a star from moment one.
He was.
But anyway,
yeah.
Obviously, while I love Karg, I did want to just use this wheel slice to generally talk about Skeletor's guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Skeletor's got some guys. He's got a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So obviously the first one we see is Beastman. And how do we feel about Beastman in this movie? I feel like a little beastlier than the last one.
Yeah, he's
for
okay.
Sure.
I would say he's the most basic of his guys in terms of like translating him's like nothing. Whereas some of the other ones, I'm like, they had to kind of figure out what this guy's deal is a little bit more.
They got a little creative. They made him bigger and like more like a big monkey man.
Feral.
More feral. Yeah, they did something with Beastman.
That's true. Can he speak? I can't remember.
Yeah, because when Skeletor's like, bring me the power, he's like, I'm sorry, it hurts, please.
Yeah, I like that they did that.
Let's see, who else is there? I mean, obviously, Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Who, we all know how I feel about evil women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Alison Brie ones and short hair ones. How about that scene where she gets, the first time he almost like chokes her to death or something, and then she comes back with that face. I was like, whoa.
Right?
This movie's fucking going for it.
Listen, Evelyn, I get it.
Yeah.
Not about Skeletor, but in general.
No, about Jared Leto.
Oh, God.
Man.
No, about how hot it is when someone is evil and mean to you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool.
I did genuinely, I mean, besides, me being a degenerate, I did genuinely like Alison Brie as Evelyn.
Yeah, I think she was good.
I think he was having fun with it.
Mm-hmm. I like the bit where they had to make all the henchmen laugh. She did that one face that is that, which is like the everybody. I like that.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah.
She is good. She should be, who do we decide? She should be, if what's her name doesn't come back for She-Hulk. I heard somebody talking about this. Like, they should just get her or something like that. She's pretty good.
Oh, to be She-Hulk?
Yeah. Like, if we have to recast her because Tatiana Maslany just doesn't want to. She got Alison Brie. She's pretty cool.
I could see it.
I feel like she would be solid, though.
You'd think so, right? But that she's in this, so who knows?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, she put evil in, so what do I know?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Anyway, so then I feel like those are the only two who really get their own scene. The rest of them are just in this scene.
Yeah, one of them becomes
Karg.
like useful as a scout earlier. He finds them.
Oh, right, Triclops.
Yeah, Triclops.
Yeah, Triclops is the one who like tracks Tila and Adam.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is his name Triclops? Does he have 3 eyes? And the answer is no. It's just the one.
No, he does have 3 eyes.
Does he?
Yeah. He has 3 eyes on a rotating thing, and they do different things, so they rotate around. That's why, like, at one point it's like a scope, and then later during the fight with He-Man, it's like a Cyclops laser beam that he, like, uses to punch himself.
Oh, so, I don't think I noticed that.
That's Triclops.
That's why he's Triclops.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's not really in it much, but...
No, he's not.
Seemed fine.
Well, he also does fight He-Man with his sniper rifle. Well, he brings that to the fight against all the guys, and I'm like, fuck, that's pretty good. But
yeah, but you maybe should have not physically fought him with the sniper rifle.
Yeah, ran up to him with it like he does.
Maybe should have been in somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And then Karg, obviously. Who else is there?
Karg.
Who else?
You got Goatman. Goatman is the one in red. Goatman.
Goatman. The guy who's like a goat?
Yeah. He's like the one who's is like guarding the thing.
The one at the gate who's like, give me the sword.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's played by that guy, that big giant man from like Game of Thrones and shit. Torbjorn Halfson or whatever his name is. I think that's that guy. And then there's Spike or Spike Man or something like that. Whatever the spiky guy's name is. Right. When he pins to the ceiling at one point and pins to another guy. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. So yeah, I feel like Skeletor could take over the entire country with Triclops. Series of well put together assassinations or whatever, and then he's good.
Yeah, I mean, Triclops, I think, definitely demonstrates the most value to the team in the movie.
Absolutely.
And then I think he's the only person who other than Trapjaw beating Man-at-Arms the first time, he's the only person who succeeds at anything in the movie of Skeletor's guys.
Yeah. Do you know the one Skeletor guy that wasn't in the movie that people were kind of mad about?
I don't know. Who?
Merman. Merman is traditionally one of Skeletor's like main guys, and they didn't put him in this. But apparently there's a guy in one of the scenes who looks a lot like him. But
so maybe he sort of was.
Maybe he's in the next one too. Maybe he'll be the whole bad guy of it. There's so many maybes about what the next one's going to be.
Well,
and the answer is maybe a comic or something, you know?
I was going to say, the answer is it's not going to exist.
Yeah. What's your favorite of the evil villains or evil horde or whatever Skeletor has?
I mean, Karg, obviously.
Right, yeah.
I've been so clear on how I feel about Karg.
I do think Karg gets a great bit during that fight. And I can't remember what he's doing, where everybody's fighting at once. But, like, he decides to charge the cameraman and makes, like, a crazy face at him. And that's pretty cool. It does feel like Karg is the wild card in that group. He, like, doesn't really bring anything specific to the table besides just he'll do whatever. He'll kill somebody if he wants to. That's pretty good.
You need a guy like that. You just need somebody who's like, I'll do it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, DJ? Which one would you be most like worried about seeing in a darkened alley?
Karg.
Well, okay, that's not the question, because if I saw Karg in a darkened alley, I'd be like, oh my god, it's Karg.
That's true, yeah. You'd be like, Karg, I watched both of your movies.
Oh my god, Karg, can I have your autograph?
You gonna do a good one? Like,
I stand you.
Well, then who's your favorite, DJ? And then
it's probably Trapjaw.
Yeah, Trapjaw's a cool looking guy.
The transforming arm is just so cool to me. I really like it.
And the colors. Why does he look like that? Why do any of them look the way they look?
Because they couldn't, when they were making his jaw, they couldn't like match it to his skin tone.
Right? And also like I can't remember, is his skin blue and his face green, or is his face green and skin, you know, or whatever the opposite would be?
I think it's blue skin, green jaw.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then, well, it's blue skin, red, or green face, red jaw. It's like a big magenta jaw and hat. But like, I think Skeletor is also one of those kind of guys. Because Skeletor traditionally in the comics and cartoons where he was a guy before, it has like a green face, I think, or something like that.
He was a Trapjaw?
I don't know if he was a Trapjaw. Trapjaw was a Skeletor. His name is Keldor. I think he's supposed to be like the king's brother or something. I don't know. I don't even know what the king's name is, clearly. But he's it's just weird that those are the two characters with similar looks, but they don't have any connection.
Well, again, Nando, what were we supposed to do? Not reuse the molds?
Yeah, that's a good point. And the paints. And the claw. Mm-hmm. But yeah. It's pretty cool.
pretty cool. We all loved Skeletor's boys.
I liked Skeletor's boys enough. I'm glad they had a bunch of random guys.
I am sad that there's not a scene where Skeletor is like, "Are my boys here?" And Evelyn's like, "They're all here. Beastman, Triclops, Trapjaw, Karg."
Yeah.
We just go through them one by one.
I do think that, like, there's a little bit too much overlap with some of the guys between Goatman. First of all, the fact that we have a Goatman and a Ram Man on different teams and they don't kind of serve the same function is weird. But also, between Spike or whatever, Beastman and Ram Man, it's like you should get, or Goatman, you should get somebody with a specialty to fill one of those spots. Because otherwise it's just big, strong guy. And I feel like he's got other guys, like the swimming one or the guy that's bees. They would be more helpful for this.
You always need a guy who's bees. I mean,
bee guy.
That's just basic sort of, thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's villainy 101.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm pretty happy with Skeletor's guys. What was I going to say about that? The one thing they didn't do that I thought was weird, speaking of Skeletor, is Skeletor usually also has a cat. He has a panther that he rides around sometimes. I was surprised that he didn't also have his cat, and the cat's fought. Instead, he had Beastman fight the cat later in the movie.
Yeah.
It's fine. But, yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd see the panther.
Yeah, the Beastman fought the cat, and Tila fought Evelyn until they got tired of that.
Yeah, because of the rules. And they, and then they both were like, good.
Yeah, it's
See
funny.
what's going on over there? Seems like that's the main thing. And then
it's funny that, they have a joke at the start of the fight where Evelyn's like, we could just not do this and just let them fight. And Tila's like, no, we're going to fight. And then, there's one scene of that. And then seems like they do just sort of, stop and just watch He-Man and Skeletor fight.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here? We're not adding anything.
Yeah. I have the power that makes you not able to hit me. You're too good to be hit. This isn't going to go anywhere. Yeah. One of them is going to stab the other one, and then we'll just bow to him, whoever wins.
But we're already drifting off the topic of Skeletor's boys, so why don't I go ahead and spin this big rotor blade ship again?
That's what it sounds like.
Nando, land on one of yours again.
Right. Well, this one is just called They Fucked Up That One Song. I was kind of annoyed by the way they did the non-blonde song, just because it was so nothing. And I was like, that could have been cool. And I couldn't figure out what it would be better. Because I do think the music in this movie is good. I love the Freddie Mercury, Queen song that they use, even though it's a weird song that just kind of repeats a million times. And I think all of the score is good when they work the Masters of the Universe theme into stuff. But the way that he's just walking first, it's just a weird scene because it does feel like late in the game they forgot to use this song in something and then just put it in this scene, especially because when the scene starts, he's listening to another song. Do you guys remember that? I can't remember what song it is, but it's a song anybody would recognize, he's used for commercials and stuff.
I don't recall the song, but it's on it's on the car radio, right?
Yeah, it's something kind of similar to it's the I Got the Power song.
Oh yeah.
So that could still be playing. He gets out of the car and then just that song happens, but it doesn't the What's Up song happens, but it doesn't really connect with what's going on. It's not fun. I feel like there's a version of that scene where the music is more a part of it, but
yeah, well, there's parts of this movie where they sort of have things happen rhythmically with the music,
right? Yeah,
and that's what would have been fun to have sort of the scene match up in tempo with the song, but it's just sort of playing over a random scene, like you said.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could definitely do the tempo thing. I wonder if they got scared because of how sick the Street Fighter trailer was and how much they own that song now. Because, it seems in the Street Fighter movie, one of the characters is just going to sing that song in karaoke. And I feel like they were we don't want to get ourselves compared to that movie because it's amazing. And
because it's
so they
definitely
gave
not
up.
going to be the film of the year.
Not even a little. Okay, more than this? Impossible. That movie can't lose as much money as any of these can. But yeah, I was kind of hoping the song would be cool. But again, if the Queen song that they use, whatever it is, the Princess of the Universe, if that wasn't cool, I would say you put it there. But that is cool, so I can't really complain. But yeah. I'm going to spin the rotor guy. Here we go. Oh, it landed on one of DJs.
Oh, yeah, obviously. And this one I wanted to talk about. Hold on. I had a name. All right, I'm just going to call this zoom maxing. This movie has too much zooms. Too many crash zooms. Too many zooms places. I think this movie's zoom maxing in too many places. Okay, couple ones that I have.
You feel like you got mogged by the movie and it's all zoom maxing?
Mm-hmm.
I
tried to raise up the zooms, but it didn't work.
Maybe. There's what I don't know if you guys remember any of these. There's a weird one on the tiger, like right before they go and they're like, oh, I'm not sure. Where it's like a double zoom. It's like a 2-hit camera thing. Like I don't know if they missed editing, but it was like bum. Like I did not like that at all. End of the movie, crash zoom to Castle Grayskull. I think that's okay. Some of the fighting angles, it's really weird where we'll have a backside of He-Man throwing a guy, but then we'll do a 180 shift to him and then just like go in on his like big old muscles. You know, like crushing guys.
Yes, please, said Skeletor. Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys notice this was just like a weird thing that I was fixated on?
So I didn't notice the crash zooms the way they... Well, I did notice them a little bit, because the one with Cringer I kind of recognized. But the idea... I do think there's this new, like, style of fight filming for action scenes that's kind of taken over. And I don't hate it, but it looks very produced. And it's that.
Yeah,
it's like one camera moving around, but it's very robotic, and it's kind of, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy does it in the third one really well. Superman movie, I'm pretty sure, has a bit with it, just because I think it does. But like, yeah, this one does it a couple times, because you have the fight with you have the bit in the end with the fight with Skeletor, where he just beats the shit out of Skeletor.
Yes.
And that is like kind of extra stylized, so I'll give it that. But yeah, the fight between him and all of the goons, like the five guys, including Karg or whatever, like that one's doing it a lot. And I don't hate it, because I think it's well enough done here, but I can see that kind of wearing out its welcome soon.
The fight at the end with Skeletor was very reminiscent of in Hercules after he becomes a god and he's like kicking the shit out of Hades. Like very much felt like that, where it's like it's one-sided. This guy's he's reached his he was He-Man maxing? Grace, I don't know, whatever.
He-maxing?
He-maxing.
Yeah.
He-maxing. But I did like that one. And I'm not going to begrudge this movie for like, we want you to see all the muscles. The actor worked hard on those muscles, so we should see all the muscles when we're supposed to. And so should Skeletor. Skeletor should get to see all the muscles he's wants.
I mean, listen. He's having feelings he never had before, you know? He's having an awakening. I think we should support him in that.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about it explicitly, but yeah, Skeletor does talk about He-Man in a way where it's like, you're so strong.
Oh, that's not even close. He, at one point, well, first of all, at one point he's like, who's that? I don't remember exactly the line, because there's two that are kind of similar, but it's like, who's that guy with the big jack-chested, sick arms?
Loincloth.
And then he like does a little noise to himself. And then there's the later bit when he's taunting Adam and in the dream thing or whatever. And I'm pretty sure he says like, you've got that thing dangling between your big milky thighs or something like that. And I'm like, I've seen pornography that doesn't get that explicit. Like, I don't know. And I love it. I think that part's great. That's one of my favorite lines in the movie. My theater loved it, but yeah, it was a choice. I don't think He-Man reciprocated any of that, but he needs to find some things out about himself too. Maybe in the future, I don't know.
Maybe. You know, he's still a little crushed by how bad Tila rejected him.
Also, I would be worried because in some continuities, Skeletor is his uncle. Not in this continuity, though. Very clearly, they're different. They're different species. Okay. But yeah, sometimes he's the king's brother. What's the other thing about that?
Skeletor, you're so thing. White and bony.
Well, and Skeletor has the whole, like, besides that Skeletor is clearly attracted to He-Man, if there was anything that was going to prove to me that Skeletor might not be into women 100%, it's that Alison Brie is throwing herself at him and he just could not care less. And and listen, you know,
I mean, sure, he's a big evil skeleton man, but like, were he into women, he couldn't be made of stone.
Exactly. But yeah, I like. It's interesting because He-Man. This movie is quite. It's like. It's for kids, right? Clearly, but it's got more adult jokes than I feel like I was expecting going into it. Well, I didn't really think we'd get one Fisto joke.
It's that thing that all movies are now, where it's like theoretically for kids, but also it's for sad adults. So they kind of just throw everything at the wall.
I mean, but like, when they're throwing each other at the wall and throwing fists at the wall, like there, by the time we hit the third Fisto joke and he said, Ram Man said, "Fistum," and I was like, you can't say that here, sir. Like that's naughty. And then you guys remember what Fisto said to him?
I don't.
And he said, "Ram Mum" or something.
No, he said to Ram Man, unless I saw a different cut than everybody else, and they changed it. Give him head, Ram Man.
Oh, yeah, he does say that. He does.
It was awesome. That was great. It was weird because like Fisto's at least that guy's name. So like all the fist stuff, it's like, that is what he calls it. But like, he's not Head Man. He's Ram Man. Ram him. That's even that is already explicit enough for a fun little joke. But yeah, this is
maybe Skeletor's not the only one having an awakening looking at He-Man.
I think so. And the thing that kind of confuses me about that is like, this would be a Will Slice later, but it's not even worth it. I just want to ask the question: does Prince Adam know what fisting is?
Yeah, not even that's a great question.
How to do it necessarily, but just that it is a sex thing. Because if he does, it's crazy that he named that character that back in the day and still calls him that. But then the bigger question that comes up is, does Fisto and do the Eternians
know what fisting
do
is?
That and also call it fisting? Because why is he so upset about it?
It seems like they do, Nando.
Right? And then, by the end of the movie then, has he accepted his role as the fisting guy? Like, he doesn't even seem to have another name now. He's just like, I'm Fisto, because now, you know what? You said it enough, and you're head man, I guess. And, like, it's just, it's wild.
Maybe after that happened, he was all like, oh, I can't believe he called me Fisto. But then, like, words kind of spread around base, and so, like, a bunch of people were coming up to him, like, "Hey, I heard you're super good at fisting."
Yeah.
Maybe we could. Do you want to like grab a drink or something?
I mean,
and, like, he sort of just like got into it.
That is a very possible. Like that is what it would take. I feel like in this universe, and honestly, in real life, if one person was like, "That's a cool name," and you'd be like, "Oh, well, I guess you can all call me that now." But yeah, Ram Man is like, because we find out that Adam calls all these guys these names as kid. He called them that as kids, except for a couple of them. It doesn't really fully make sense. But he calls them that in person, and some of them get mad. If I'm Ram Man, I'm like, I can't be that. There's another guy that's clearly Ram Man. I'm Bullet Man or something, or Punch, I'm shooting
also,
star guy.
I feel like you can't be the guy whose thing is you have a really long robot neck. That is exclusively how you fight. You don't even use your actual fists or a gun or anything. You just hit people with your big neck. I feel like you then can't be like, well, you can't call me Mecha Neck. That's stupid.
That's a great point.
That's the part that's stupid? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Mecha Neck, like, we see it really briefly with Ram Man, but it seems like Ram Man, outside of the one time we do see it, it seems like Ram Man, Fisto, Man-at-Arms are all just regular human beings given a thing. Whereas Mechaneck had to go in for the Mechaneck surgery, I'm assuming, at some point, and be given Mechaneck parts. However, I do think I think this was cute. I wasn't sure if I'd even seen this in the theater, but then I went back and watched a trailer that had it in it too. Ram-Man's body turns into a brick spring when he uses his superpowers. Did either of you catch this?
No.
It's real quick, but during the big fight at the end, as they kind of jump into it, which also gets another one of those like camera jacked around everybody and everybody's fighting at once. You see him real quick and he is part spring. So he is like maybe heat. Maybe that's where the fisting comes in. And like, that's pretty, it's pretty good. But yeah,
good.
I don't know, the fisting stuff and the sex stuff. It was good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty funny. What about the bit where
liked all
He-Man?
the fisting.
Yeah, I mean, I hope there's more in the sequel. What about the bit where He-Man? I can't even remember what the image is. Pulls the sword out of his own butt via the statue, kind of. Remember that one joke where he's pulling the sword away from the statue, but it looks like a sex thing? What is it? What is being simulated there? I can't remember.
I think it's just sex in general, right? Because he's just kind of like thrusting
like
up and down. As he's pulling.
That sounds right. Yeah. Good for that girl at that shop, actually. It's not just that she saw this jacked guy. She was like, impeccable form. This needs to be, I'm going to take that sword and run home with it real quick and see if we can have this happen again.
I really, if they made a sequel, I hope she comes back.
I hope so, too.
I hope she finds him.
Yeah.
And then Skeletor could get jealous.
Oh, that would be great. What's weird, because He-Man doesn't usually have a girlfriend, He kind of is dating Tila and stuff, but, like, it's not what you'd expect in something kind of like this, like, where every guy just comes with a girl one. So, like, there's an opportunity to throw a girl in here that's just a random, nobody character. Or Barbie or something. We can put Barbie or Hot Wheels in it. That would be fun, too. But, yeah.
Was this movie, was this one of the ones that like Mattel decided to make after the success of the Barbie movie, when they're like, we're going to make every movie, we're going to make a Blocks movie?
So they've been kicking this movie around for a while, but I do think that helped shotgun this into actually being made, because like there have been versions of this with a lot of different actors as He-Man attached. I can't remember which ones, but it's been a thing. But I can't imagine. Because Barbie was, 3 years ago, right? Like, that's a perfect amount of development time for something like this. That's already in development to go, like, quick, throw money at this. Especially because, like, this was, we may get to it, but a certain company was involved in this that was not involved in Barbie. So it kind of feels like that company was like, we want to get some of that Barbie action. Mm-hmm. Who do we have access to? He-Man. But, we'll get to it. Anyway, also, I can't remember. I think this is Diggins' Wheel Slice originally.
No,
or
this is
something
DJ's.
Like DJ's, there you go.
Mine? Oh my gosh, wow. Sorry, folks, I'll spin that wheel again.
I kind of co-opted it with the fifth Discord, so good. It's,
Right. Yeah, what even was it originally?
I don't know, it's zooming. We're talking about zooming or whatever.
Oh, right, crash zoom.
Yeah, the crash zooms and stuff.
So I'll spin, tick, 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 Nando. Put it on yours.
Wow, really? Again?
Yeah,
Again?
That makes sense.
Oh, man.
No, I already read it. I could see it, what it says. Oh. And it says, how did the statue get that sword, though? Because, like, it's a real sword.
This is what mine was going to be.
That presumably fell out of the sky at some point and someone found. It doesn't look like any other sword. It has like a big metal thing. Like, it's not like just some plain old sword. And apparently it made its way into the Drugard the Barbarian, like, standee at a local comic book shop or something. And I was just really curious about what happened there.
Right.
Like,
So but I think we have to go deeper on this question, Nando. Is that the real sword?
it has to be, right? Because it looks like it.
Right, but so what I was thinking might turn out to be the thing is that because it's like a standee for Trokar the Barbarian or whatever the hell it's called in universe, that it's 15 years ago or whatever, this guy in Oklahoma City found the sword and was like, that's a cool design. I'm going to draw it in my comic or whatever. And so that's why it looks like that, but it's not actually the one he came to Earth with.
So I would buy that, and I think that's a fun answer, except for the sword seems to summon Tila. Right?
But does it? Because it turns out at the end of the movie, the sword is nothing special. The power is with He-Man, or is with Adam.
Right.
And he is the one who can summon it up. And the sword is just like a decorative piece.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because that sword in the store looks fake as fuck. It looks plastic.
I mean, yes. But also, he does stab people with it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he beats up all the guys. Every
he
one
stabs
of the
Karg with it.
Yeah, exactly.
He pins Karg to a wall.
If I was... That's true, he does. That's fucked. Karg, I think, yeah, he probably dies. I don't think any of Skeletor's guys are like Medic Man. I think if you got killed in that fight, it's over for you.
I feel like Evelyn has stop dying spells, and she just uses that on all of Skeletor's guys whenever they lose a fight.
Yeah. The other thing that brought up is, well, I think this sword, okay, so let's say it's not the real sword, but it's a big metal thing. He, it seems like maybe Tila finds him specifically because he goes on TV with the sword and starts becoming a meme. So if she's watching the internet for Sword or He-Man or whatever, she's going to find him because of that, maybe. I think that could be an explanation that this movie would
they don't
find acceptable.
It doesn't seem like they do have the internet in Eternia, though.
Yeah, but she has the plane that's super smart and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they know he's on Earth, right?
Yeah.
So Sorceress knows that. I'm not sure anyone else did.
He-Man's mom knows too, right? I feel
right, but she gets captured by Skeletor here, so she's not with them.
I guess if I'm Tila and I'm looking for He-Man, and I know she sent him off planet, I guess the Earth would be the place to check.
You don't know what they think he's dead. They don't know that he got sent away.
That's true. So I think the sword. I think it's a fancy sword that you can buy at a mall. But it's not magic, but the magic is in him the whole time, like the dragon scroll or whatever. But having it.
Except it's not that he has to believe in himself and that, a message of self-empowerment. It's that literally the sorceress put the magic stuff in him.
Yeah, exactly. It's a metaphor, Diggins, for magic empowerment and stuff, and
Right, but it's not a metaphor. It's literally that he has magic power in him that a sorceress put there.
That's why it's a really good metaphor, because it's also a physical thing that represents itself. But yeah, the sword. It's weird that they do this with the sword. But he still has it later. He gets a new one at some point. He regrows it with the power.
I was going to say, he fixes it with the power, so he doesn't get a new one.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
Yeah.
But I was so confused by the end of this movie as to what the hell was going on with this sword.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
This was going to be my wheel slice as well, but my name for it was "What Sword Got to Do with it."
That's good.
Well, speaking of that, let me spin the big giant thing again. Oh, it landed on a different one of yours, Diggins. Are you excited for this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we kind of talked about it a lot already, but I just have here friend zoned.
What about that?
Because it was so extreme.
Yeah.
So like you said, so in the quiet, second act, the heroes have their moment around the campfire or whatever you want to call it, where everyone just has one-on-one conversations with each other, except for Roboto, because we've forgotten she's in the movie at this point.
She's charging or something, So,
sure.
Yeah.
So Adam goes to talk to Tila, and they catch up a little bit, And then she's like, I really missed you, Adam. And he's like, yeah, I really missed you. She's like, I thought about you a lot while you were gone. And he's like, I thought about you a lot too. She's like, actually, I think I thought about you every single day. And he's like, yeah, I thought about you every day too. And you know what? I don't even blame him for going in for the kiss here. That's a crazy thing to say about a person that you're not trying to signal something to.
Yeah.
Well, and in that scene earlier, I'm pretty sure there's the bit where he's like picking up the thing and she looks at his muscles and it's kind of like, "Ooh, okay," or something. And it's like, yeah, okay, I see where we're going with this. Mm-hmm. It's what the basic thing of all movies that I always say: I'm hot, you're hot, why not? Let's just do this. Like all these movies have supermodels, and it's like they're bored. Or dad's drunk over there in the corner. The robot doesn't exist. Might as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But then, like, as he's leaning in for the kiss, she's just like, oh, I mean, as a friend. Yeah, you're like a little brother to me. You're totally a friend. She literally gives him, like, finger guns.
Yeah, she does. It's pretty good.
And it's like, damn, that couldn't have been clearer. A clearer rejection.
Yeah.
Like, it's not how this thing usually goes, where it's sort of like a miscommunication, where she like might have feelings, but it's talking about like, oh, but you're a great friend, because that's what their relationship is at this moment. She clearly sees that he's going in for the kiss and is like, no, not that.
Because he hasn't figured out something about himself yet. But everyone else has apparently, so she's got to be, she's got to be cool. I don't know. That's the only explanation I can think of, because, that scene comes out of nowhere, and it kind of contradicts most of the lore that you would expect things to happen. Like, they would, if anything, they might not kiss, but there'd be something, Like, they even get a little bit of at the end of the movie where he calls her, like, you're the warrior goddess or whatever, and she's like, oh, okay, like, if you say something. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and if this scene hadn't happened, then I'd be like, oh, they're hinting at something. But
yeah.
But with this scene, I'm just like, okay, but she's clearly not interested. She couldn't have been more obvious about that.
Well, see, for me, I had a similar wheel slice, and this one was called Gen Z Man, because maybe this movie is just anti any of them kissing or hooking up or anything like that, because nobody does. It's a very celibate little movie.
That's true, but that's just the movies now.
It is just the movies now. Yeah,
everybody's hot and nobody fucks.
And everybody's just talking about how they want to fist themselves and each other and everything. And they're like, we got to use our powers to, and then but they can't say what they want to do. So they have to, more metaphors like we were talking about before. And it's, it's great. Like, I'm glad all the kids are happy. And, it'd
Listen,
be weird. Do you think He-Man's dick got bigger, by the way, or smaller? When he transformed for the first time?
I mean, Skeletor is the one who's talking about something dangling between those milky thighs. I feel like that implies...
I mean, he hasn't seen it. He's talking about the sword, but like, I don't...
Oh, Nando, that loincloth flaps freely in the breeze, and he was doing all sorts of flips in that fight. I think Skeletor saw it.
There's also a loincloth joke in the Tila conversation that's like, she's checking him out. Oh, babe.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, yeah. But I don't know. If I'm him, because they do the thing where he turns into He-Man and looks down at all of his glistening abs and is like, whoa, has a little Rocky Horror Picture Show moment. Right after that, I'm checking the loincloth just to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. Like, I don't think when I drew all these guys as cartoons in my childhood, I gave them any anatomical stuff. So maybe this is all happening in my mind, and I'm Ken doll, and like I want to know that before I go in for a kiss with my, like grade school sweetheart and embarrass myself. So I don't know. Man. Maybe he could feel it. Maybe he's like, it's there.
Oh, he could feel it.
I mean, I feel like if you think about it, you can feel it, right?
Like, you think so, right? But then when you start doing that and you're like actively doing it, it's like, oh, but is it a phantom limb kind of thing? Am I imagining it? I don't know.
No, there's a little bit of muscle control down there.
You still check. It's just me. If I'm He-Man, I'm checking. Be a quick little check. And everybody all the good guys would roll their eyes at me, and Trapjaw would be a little bit like, what is he doing? But I'd be like, don't worry about it. My phone's in there. Shut up.
And Skeletor would be like, I feel like I'm missing something that I really want to see.
Yeah. Skeletor would be like, Triclops, clip that real quick. Use your X-ray vision eye. I gotta make you a new eye. Let me call that guy from the fucking Mortal Kombat movie that could just generate eyes. And then we'll get him to do it.
I want Quadclops now.
Yeah. And in fact, just one eye. I don't give a shit about the rest of it. Laser beams, we're done. Just give me pictures. I want pictures of He-Man, goddammit. Yeah. Also, Karg, you're Triclops now. And the other one, you're Triclops now too. We're all Triclopses. I don't know. That's magic. That's what
Evelyn, you're He-Man. Get over here.
Yeah, Evelyn, put on this wig.
And she'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? It's fun for her, you know. So what else is she going to do? Hang out with Beastman? Like, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I guess Karg is around, so you could, like, talk to him a little bit and get some stories. Also, is Karg a man or a woman? Is there any guarantee one way or the other?
Karg's a man.
I could be convinced Karg is a woman. I'm not saying they seem to be, but I'm just like, they're the only one where I'm like, they don't have a man or a woman attached to their name, and they have the big 80s blowout that could read as that. And if that's the case, He-Man, you can't hit them. Like, that's the rules of being one of these characters.
Them so hard you pin them to a wall.
Yeah. You have to make it very clear that you won't hit a lady Karg, and then they have to be like, I'm not a lady, and then you just lay them out, you know. But
and then that's why Teela has to fight Evelyn for a few seconds before they get bored.
Exactly. Oh man. Well, Diggins, you gonna spin the big blade thing?
Yeah,
any more things on the Dig? I think I see one at least.
There's at least one? What do you think, DJ? Do you see many on there?
I'm sure at least one.
At least one. Okay.
At least one. All right.
At least one.
Okay.
Spin that thing, and then we'll see what that means.
I'm gonna spin it then. Oh, I think if I'm understanding everything correctly, I think they landed on one of Nando's.
It probably did. Yeah, this
Nice.
one is one of mine, and this one is just called "Your Package is Delayed. It hit a bear or something." I want to talk about the scene where an Amazon warehouse truck says Amazon on it hits Beastman and almost kills him, but doesn't. It just kind of inconveniences Beastman. What do they think happened there? What does this world think is going on now?
I was wondering this. Like, there's a freak out, but then, like, it was pretty contained. Nothing else happened after, so...
the spaceship went and left, and then that guy is gone, but nobody seems to really know. I mean, like, this would be really weird if I'm his boss, told him not to look at the sword stuff, but everybody else, I feel like, would just go, like, I guess that's some fucking guy. I don't know. I would assume it's promotion for some movie.
Good question.
Yeah?
How did Beastman get there and back?
The power. Evelyn teleported him, maybe, or something.
I mean, sure, Evelyn teleported him there. I could buy, but
how did he get
back?
Uber.
I think they collected him. I think he
They set up a rendezvous.
Yeah, I feel like it was as simple as Skeletor being like, "What the fuck? Where's Beastman? Somebody get him!" And then they like pulled out a big wire, and then they got him. But yeah, I don't know, because you figure he would be like at the bottom of like. Remember where they have Megatron in that first Transformers movie? Like, he'd be there now.
Hoover Dam.
Yeah, that's right. That is the Hoover Dam. With, like, the Men in Black studying him. Because he's, like, a big monster. He's the one that I think, though, if you did see him, you'd be like, oh, it's weird that this exists, but it's not, like, breaking my perception about the world.
Yeah, it's like fucking Bigfoot or something.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of reasonable. But yeah, there's a big fight. It kills a bunch of people. It definitely killed those cops, which, you know, pretty cool. It's not perfect. You know, some heroes do bad guy things. It's a bad guys do hero things. But the question I
don't think Beastman set out to kill cops.
Right,
I think he just happened to do that. So it's not like he was trying to be a hero.
And He-Man knows, you know, there's good in everybody. You know, he kind of tries to get at that before the movie kind of gets bored with it. But, like, I just thought it was crazy that Amazon put themselves in the movie like that after what happened with War of the Worlds. Like, they gotta cool it with this Amazon product placement.
that Amazon truck saves the day. You know, I mean, Tila and Adam get away because of it.
Did your theater groan when it came up? Ours did.
Me and the 2 other people in that theater didn't react. No,
I was
No,
gonna
really?
say, mine was quite empty too.
We all, because this movie starts with a big Amazon symbol too, because they produced it with MGM and all that. So like, there was that, and I think everybody when that happened was like, "Ugh, Amazon." But then when the fucking truck came in, we were not happy, and you know, it's fine, I guess, because they did get to use the truck, and yeah. But I feel bad for that driver too. Unless it was an autonomous one, that would be funny. That would be great. It should have been a fucking Tesla. If they had balls, it would be a Tesla. And the bit would be that the Tesla wouldn't even stop. It would just keep going.
No.
It would plow through some kids and then just fall into the river. Like, I think where's Beastman? Oh, he's dead. There's some sort of mecha monster car thing that got him. Oh, you mean car guy? Yeah, that's it. I guess that's him. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, actually. But yeah, that part of the movie was funny. Anything else about this movie? Was it woke? Is it woke though?
So like, I feel like a part of it is trying to be, because it's trying to be like, being a man isn't about being big and muscly and like,
it's about words.
It's about being open and honest with your feelings. It's about, you know, letting people in. It's about you know, being a good person.
Right.
But it kind of, but like, because it's He-Man, as I was saying before, it does that, and then it's like, but you still got to fight the big skeleton man with your powerful muscles, though.
Yeah,
like,
what other options do you have?
Some people can be swayed by HR talk, but some can't. And the ones that can't, you have to kill. Vaporize them all.
Man, it was also dumb that like they try to set up, it's like he's good at talking to people and getting people to like him, and like that's theoretically what that scene of him giving the big speech is, but it's mostly just like dumb HR speak jokes.
Yeah.
And like not actually him being that inspiring.
Let's ideate.
That feels like an artifact of like a slightly older script, because that joke feels like a 2015 joke about like, aren't HR meetings where they tell you to be nice to each other crazy? Because like, I think there's a part of the movie that treats it stupid, but then does commit to it during the monologue bit, and it works, and then it's good. Like, I think that it all comes together if like Adam just needs to believe in himself or whatever. But like the HR speak, talk about cooperation and feelings and stuff, like the movie doesn't take shots at that, but it never stops joking about it. Even when He-Man like offers Skeletor his hand in friendship, where he's like, "Don't you want to be good, Skeletor?" And then Skeletor's like, "No, I hate you." And then he's like, "Okay, well, I'll do He-Man stuff then." But like, even that bit where he's like, "We should do conflict resolution," the movie still kind of thinks it's a joke, and it's just not. Yeah, there's something there. It really is, but Man at Arms is black, so he's not usually black.
Yeah,
Triclops probably also not usually black.
The wokest thing you could ever possibly do is make a character who is not usually black. So yeah, I'm sorry, the movie's woke.
And it went broke, so.
And it went broke.
For
now, we'll never know. Maybe it has legs, and you never know. Movies. Yeah, maybe it's like Obsession, and in 3 weeks it'll be at the top.
I was gonna say, it's definitely not like Mandalorian and Grogu, where Obsession's gonna overtake it now.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. What a week it would have too. It would have to beat the Disclosure Day movie, the fucking Obsession movie that's still going, Backrooms, and the Scary Movie that beat it this weekend. Yeah.
Oh man, it lost a Scary Movie.
Scary Movie made stupid money. I think that I feel like I underestimated how much the Scary Movie fans were able to come back for a Scary Movie that everyone hates, just because it's Scary Movie. Because apparently it's not very good, but like it made like really good money.
Well, good for them, I guess.
No, they should have done a good one, and then I would really say good for them. But instead, they fucked it up by making it bad. I like these movies. Like, I want it to be cool. But instead, they made jokes about pronouns. This movie made joke about pronouns, but it wasn't that bad. It was just like kind of like, isn't it silly that his name has pronouns in it? And that was fine. What are you gonna do? Could we beat this, or anyone without the power of Grayskull?
Well, I mean, if I don't have the power of Grayskull, or if you don't have the power of Grayskull, then I think Skeletor melts you with his hands.
Right, exactly. Or his staff. Otherwise, you have power of Grayskull and you win.
I think I could marshal the troops a little better than He-Man did, but I don't know.
Yeah,
he tried his best.
It's always going to come down to Skeletor can melt you if you don't have the power of Grayskull.
Yeah. I mean, could the sorceress just give it to me? That would be nice of her, you know? I think.
Well, do you think you're a kind and pure enough vessel that she would deem you worthy of holding the power?
I think as a kid, I would be the kid that does like tap dancing instead of sword fighting class, you know? Like that would be like, they'd be like, that kid sucks. And then I'd be like, soft. No, see, I've got a kind heart. But yeah, I don't know. I also don't think I can bulk up the same way that he can. He's just so huge, creatine. That man. Now, someone like Joey, for example, from the show Friends that we talked about last week, that Courtney Cox was in it, he'd be great at this because he's exactly this. He's dopey guy, except he would have sex with all the women and some of the men in the movie. Like it wouldn't, maybe not all the women, a lot of the women.
Maybe he, recognizing his innate sex appeal to Skeletor, would actually be able to get Skeletor to settle it peacefully.
Absolutely.
Like, Skeletor, there's something between us. I know you can feel it. And maybe you're confused, maybe you're lost, but I think we need to explore this.
Yeah, that would be great. And then, but then the problem is maybe he'd still be on that date, you know? Maybe he wouldn't find the sword because he'd just be going on successful dates and then he'd be stuck there forever.
That's a good point. I think Joey could get away with telling that story on a date.
For sure. Oh, yeah. Depending on the woman and like how much they're into him already, without a doubt. Also, are any guys bummed that during his flashback, the Skeletor was a waiter and not the date?
That's like, what I thought too.
So sure it was going to be the date.
Dying for it. Yeah, just in the dress. Yeah, it would have been so funny. But yeah, I mean, I love that bit. That bit was great where he had the gym outfit on and stuff, but so close to perfection. Yeah. How long do you think it'll be before they make another one of these? Another 39 years or whatever? You think they try in 10 years?
It'd be that short.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe everybody who knows about this movie needs to die before they can make a new one. It'd be nice.
Although, you know, by the time that happens, then everyone who knows what He-Man is will be dead. So
yeah. You can just pretend it's something else. I mean, is there any hope for a She-Ra movie? Probably not, right? Because that would be more expensive but less marketable. But I wouldn't mind that. I hear the show is pretty good. The She-Ra show is good, and the cartoon that Kevin Smith made is good. So, like, He-Man fans have stuff, and their toys are pretty fun. So, you know, don't despair, He-Man fan. I mean, despair. It didn't go great, but you know, just wait. Just watch Disclosure Day, and then talk to me in a week, He-Man fans. It'll be different. You'll have a different opinion. Yeah,
you'll be like, wow, that movie was so good. I don't even feel bad that Masters of the Universe bombed.
Yeah, you would like it would have lost anyway to this movie about what if aliens were real, you guys. Imagine that. But anyway.
That's right. Spielberg has never made a good movie about that premise.
Never. And you know what? You know what that reminds me of is to do recommendations. You guys want to get to our classic segment?
Yeah.
I would love that.
All right. DJ, do you have anything to recommend to the fine people?
I have a quick short rec. So I was on a plane recently. You know what do you do on planes? You watch movies on planes.
That's true.
So,
and you watch other people watch movies, and you guess what movie it is. And you remember the dialogue in your head, and you go, I think this is the part of Oppenheimer where he says, Los Mesas or whatever. And it's like, that's like a big moment. And I'm like, yeah, that was cool.
And then you notice that someone's watching Ella McKay, and you're like, what are you doing?
And you're like, turn it up. Tell the pilot to pipe this through to everybody like it's a field trip bus where there's one big TV in the corner. When people need to learn about compromise. They need to learn about compromise. Fix our broken system. And sex scars, yeah.
That's what in-flight movies used to be.
It really is crazy. These kids don't know how lucky they got it.
Yeah, I watched my own in-flight movie. I watched a little movie called "Is This Thing On?" You guys familiar with this one?
I don't
Sorry,
think
Will
so.
Arnett,
Like,
directed by.
I remember it.
Oh!
It's the movie where Bradley Cooper made Will Arnett dress like Bradley Cooper and directed him to do stand-up. Yeah. I haven't seen it. Was it any good?
It's fairly good. This is a soft rec because I didn't have anything else this week. So here's the good. Will Arnett's great. The little parts where he's trying to be a little comedian while going through divorce. That's funny. Problem is we do a little too many asides. We don't close a lot of like story bits, and Bradley Cooper's in it as this character that does not need to be in the movie at all. They're like with this kind of like C plot with the wife that doesn't work. Also, Peyton Manning's in the movie.
Whoa!
And the problem with Peyton, he doesn't play Peyton Manning. He just plays a guy. And the problem with Peyton Manning being in a movie where he's playing some guy, it's like you're not clear that it's not Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Because in the context of the movie, it could have been Peyton Manning. But then it's very clear it's not Peyton Manning. But it's like, how do you like break that? Like, I knew Mike Francesa wasn't Mike Francesa in Uncut Gems, right? It's like,
you don't think Mike Francesa was like running bookies?
He would never.
Back of
He's
kitchen,
a sports person. They don't get involved with gambling like that.
Never.
That would be untoward, Diggins. I can't believe you would even suggest such a thing.
But it's definitely more watchable than not watchable. It's a great plane movie. It's a great plane movie. So yeah, that's a little soft recommendation. But yeah, Is This Thing On with Will Arnett? I really did like Will Arnett in it. I thought it was very, very, very good. He captured a lot of sad energy. I guess Bradley Cooper was saying, "Be sadder. Yeah. You're going through a divorce. Be sadder." So
he just like Bender's direction in that one episode of Futurama.
Yeah,
louder and sadder.
Yeah. Do you think when they were writing the script, they were like, it's about a comedian, and then everybody just assumed that it means it's also about a guy who's divorced? Because I feel like that is such the default for like stand-up comedians of that age that doesn't even read as like a log line. There needs to be another thing because it's like, yeah, he's divorced. I get it.
I think when you file for divorce, like work, I think that is like one of the pre-selectable options. Is like partner is a stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm. Struggling stand-up, alcoholism, but looks like Bradley Cooper. Yeah. Well, where'd you watch it? I guess you watched it on like the thing, but is it on like Hulu or one of those?
Oh my God, I have no idea. I should probably tell people. I can do this pretty quick. Is this thing on? What's it on? It's on the internet. I'm gonna tell you what it's on.
Oh wow, the internet.
Is it not on a streaming service? Is it on Hulu? Might be on Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Hulu, great.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow, all the great stuff.
Yeah, so watch that. That's a good movie.
All right, Diggins. That's what DJ just said. Now, what about you? Do you have anything to plug?
Well,
and by plug, recommend. Yeah,
I was gonna say maybe later I might have something to plug, but for now I have things to rec.
That's great. Well, what are they?
Well, first I've got a second one of your recs because I saw Obsession. And that is a great movie. I really liked that. It is very scary, and I was shaking in my boots. Mm-hmm. But it's also just like a really fun movie. I think they do a lot with the premise. I think, which the premise isn't exactly what you think it is, but it's mostly what you think it is.
Yeah, if you've seen the trailer, I feel like you get the gist of what the problem is, but you don't know exactly how it's going to present itself. And like, yeah. You don't know all the poetry that's going to come out of the movie and stuff. That might take you by surprise. Beautiful, beautiful poetry.
Especially some poetry that some characters might read out loud in the movie.
Yeah. Maybe it's got kind of similar to something that might happen in another movie, which we'll talk about next week, perhaps.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I didn't think that story would be referenced by two movies within a month of each other completely differently, but it is. So pretty good.
Really? It's not the same kind of reference in the other
Not
one?
exactly. No, not quite. Unless I didn't read it. Maybe that would make me like the movie if I understood that was what it was all about. But
okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. How'd you like what's his name? Just Andy Richter fucking being there for some reason.
Yeah, that was cool. Like did you ever see I Saw the TV Glow?
Yes, yeah, with Fred Durst.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was similar to the Fred Durst jump scare in that movie.
See, with that one, I did not recognize Fred Durst. But with
I
this
didn't
one,
either.
Like,
the jump scare was in the credits where I was like,
"Oh,
what?" But no, Andy Richter, I did recognize.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good for him. He got in on this great movie, and it's probably going to be the best movie he's ever made, which is kind of weird, but good for him. Good for him.
But yeah, no, it's a great movie. It is scary, but if you can stand that, then I think it does that. I think a lot of good horror is great at sort of balancing between being scary and being funny, and I think this movie is really, really good at that. Of like turning things that are terrifying into also amazing comedy beats.
Have you seen any of the sketches that guy made? And by that guy, I guess him and his friend, who was the other one. But yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
Kind of funny. He's got a bunch of like YouTube sketches that are like, I'll see if I can find one.
I knew he was a YouTuber.
Yeah, greatest, a Cadillac among men. But yeah, the his name is Corey Barker, but I'm not sure if that's what the YouTube channel is called. Yeah, no, it is. I'll send you one or two. It's pretty good. And it's even weirder now because like now he's incredibly successful. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
anyway, cool. My other rec for this week, I don't remember if this is a repeat rec or not. But if it is, it would be a repeat rec from DJ. So I'm sure he'll speak up if it's a repeat, and if he doesn't, then it's not.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I went to see a Broadway show.
Oh.
I ended up getting I went to the tickets booth and got day of tickets to see Chess.
Oh, I don't think DJ has recommended this. Isn't that right, DJ? He's nodding his head.
Yeah.
And look what else he's doing. DJ put that away. DJ. Oh my God. All right. Well, nod the head nod and we'll move on from that. But yeah.
Right. I mean, there's no shop girls to see you doing that. So I don't know what he's hoping to accomplish.
God. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I went to see Chess, which it's a musical from the 80s. It has a storied history, and that storied history is the music is written by two of the guys from ABBA.
And
so the storied history is that it's a musical that has amazing music, like the songs are great, and then the book is absolute dog shit.
Yeah. And some of the songs are also dog shit. Just kidding. But it's got that one song that everyone knows, and that's pretty good.
It's a one that became a pop hit in the 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Every time they stage it again, they change the book around because they're like, we can fix it this time, we promise. And they're always wrong.
Yeah, nice. That's funny.
And they're wrong this time too. The book is still not good.
What did they change anything specific? Could you tell? Because I know I've seen that once, but I don't know if I recognize individual changes.
Oh, there's certainly parts of the script that you'll be like, well, that's obviously new.
Oh. Is it woke? Does it have wokeness to it?
A little bit, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But no, what I specifically is they make the arbiter, who normally just sings one song, into sort of narrator for the whole thing. And he makes some references that I didn't care for.
Oh, did you do a 6-7 and then do the hand thing? That'd be pretty good.
Oh, if only that was the level of reference he was making, Nando.
Does he make Fisto references? Because nobody saw that, but it would still be pretty cool.
I'll give you a hint. The name of one of the characters, as it was written in the 80s, is Freddie Trumper.
Oh, no. That's the worst kind. He should make jokes about fisting 6-7 or something. That would be better. Anything would be better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But that being said, the actual performances are really good. The singing, I should say, is really good. The music is still great. And I really enjoyed that part of it. And I think that is also probably the only part of it that you, the listener, can experience. both because
Oh.
it's a Broadway show that's playing only in New York City, and it's closing in like a week from when you're hearing this. So good luck.
Yeah. Broadway is doing great.
Yeah, but you can go listen. The soundtrack's on Spotify and other places you can stream music from. So you could go listen to that. And again, that's the only good part of the show anyway. So just listen to that. Well, actually, I like the choreography. The choreography was really nice. To be fair,
It's cool.
but yeah, no, that was fun. I had a good time with that, and I think it is worth listening to.
Yeah.
What about you, Nando? Do you have anything to work?
Less than you'd expect. I finished Spider Noir this week. Loved it. I think it's a really weird little thing. I expected it to be fun, but I think it's one of those seasons where it's so tight. Like there's like a bunch of plot lines, but not too much, and they all come together. Everybody has a good amount of screen time. It's a really fun finale. Okay. Nicolas Cage is good in it.
Well, of course he is.
I believe. Well, that's the thing. Like, I know some people that aren't huge Nicolas Cage fans, and I know one of them that was kind of not necessarily won over on Nicolas Cage, but did go like, but I did like this. This was fun. So, like, it might be one of his few crossover performances. But that being said, it does work on everybody, apparently. It's pretty fun, though. It's so weird that it came out and then it's gone. And there's a Spider-Man movie in a couple of weeks, and they're not related or anything. And Disney's not making this a summer Spider-Man or anything like that. They're just kind of letting this one pass.
Well, that's Amazon shows for you.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I like that. That's great. Widow's Bay is still great. I watched the first episode of a show, but I'm not in love with it. But I could see enjoying it later. But I'll say it anyway because I'm so low on Rex this week. I watched a show by Sam. Oh, I already forget his name. He was on Taskmaster. Sam
Campbell?
Yeah, Campbell. He has a new show. Have you seen anything about it?
I don't think so. What's it called?
It's called Make That Movie, I believe, or Make the Movie. And the idea of it is it's a mockumentary style movie where he and a bunch of people, and I can't remember, I think in the show he is Sam Campbell, but I don't know if he is a famous person or just he's playing himself as the guy. But anyway, him and a crew of people take ideas from regular people, but like fictional people that are like bad ideas for movies and then film them. So it's a mockumentary kind of like of Extreme Makeover Home Edition or something like that, where they send the guy to an island and then it gets a movie made. The first episode I saw was pretty funny, but I didn't love it. And like, I don't know. I could see a world where the show is very good and maybe it's a little bit of a rough pilot, but I'm not sold on it yet. It's a show that a lot of people that I do like and kind of like whose tastes I respect have said it is good. So that's a good sign, which means I'll probably stick with it, especially now that Spider-Man and Widow's Bay is almost done. Spider-Man's done. You know what I'll do real quick for my last rec? I'm going to go through my YouTube history because there's probably some 8-hour-long video I watched that was good. Let's see. I mean, I have been watching a lot more of those Almost Friday videos. They're still awesome.
I watched the. I forget if we talked about this on mic or not, but I watched the Professor one. That was really funny.
Yeah, so funny, and like they're all different. Like there's a little bit of like you could kind of feel the rhythm of them, but
I watched the It Follows one too. That was also good.
I love that one. Yeah, that one's great, and it's just more proof that like no one understands horror stuff like comedians. Apparently, they're just like the guys for this. And that's pretty cool. I do think did I play a new game? No, I guess not, because I haven't played the James Bond game yet. I want to play that eventually. I listened to the soundtrack for this movie a lot. Watch the trailer for this. Jeez, watch Disclosure Day, but I'm not going to recommend that for a reason.
Because we're maybe doing it next week.
Because we're doing it next week. Oh, here, you know what's fun? I think I've wrecked this as like a thing before, but I don't think I've wrecked the new thing that it is. I think Ziwe is real funny. And she now used to have a show on, I think, Showtime or one of those networks nobody has. Well, I mean, some people have Showtime. But she is a comedian whose whole thing is she gets people in like trap interviews kind of, but it's funny, but like she tries to make you look stupid or racist or something. And she only mostly has her friends on. So there's now it's a Ziwe YouTube channel. And she puts out a video every so often. This week's one had Jabuki Young White, who I think is very funny, even though he's in that movie that I don't like. He's in Strange Worlds. That movie's fine. But he's just otherwise pretty funny. He's the guy, for people that know, Diggins, you know Jabuki Young White? Are you familiar?
I heard the name, and if you say things he's done, I'll probably remember that he's done them, but I can't. I'm drawing a blank on why I know him right now.
He's a comedian. He's got a very recognizable face. He was actually in Companion, so that's probably the thing that you've seen him in that you most remember.
Yeah,
but
probably.
The most important thing he ever did was that time he changed the name of his Twitter account to FBI and tweeted, "Even though we killed Martin Luther King, we don't miss him on Martin Luther King Jr. Day," and got thrown off of Twitter. Real funny. Right. So yeah, that episode of the Ziwe show, Hannah and I watched it. We liked it. It's half hour long. It's on her YouTube channel, and there's a bunch of other ones with other people. Some are weird. Some they have George Santos they got on the show, and that one's fine. But I think I prefer the ones where she gets someone who is also a comedian, like Caleb Heron or Caleb Heron or whatever.
Didn't she fuck up the George Santos one?
She didn't do a great job. I think it's not. I think she's good at. She can make one of her friends look dumb, or one of an entertainment person look dumb. Because she did Kevin Hart, I think, and I don't think I've seen that one, but I can see that being funny. But the George Santos one just doesn't work because he's too good at this. He's built for this, getting out of slimy interviews and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty fun. I would recommend it. Maybe skip the George Santos one. Yeah. Next week, you guys, are we going to do Disclosure Day?
Or are we going to do something else?
We're
going to
Spider-Man show.
Yeah.
You're the only one who's seen it.
Yeah, I hated it. No, I don't hate it. We'll see. I think we'll have strong opinions about it. You know what? Actually, yes, I wanted to Disclosure Day. I'm sorry I'm going to make you watch it, but we're going to have to figure out what the fuck's going on in that movie.
I want to see it, so I'm excited.
That's the attitude to go in with, for sure. Positive attitude.
Oh my god. No.
So that next week. Until then, DJ, do you have anything to plug for the fine people?
Yeah, check out Roses and Rejections. I think I mentioned, but I'm not on it. Michelle and Allie are covering Love Island, which I haven't watched for just several reasons, and at this point probably won't because I'm too far behind.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get behind, it's just you can't get back on that train.
So maybe I'll have a nice hiatus from Roses and Rejections. We'll see. I got to figure it out, but definitely listen to Michelle and Allie. It's a great pod, so you get that wherever you get your podcasts. Diggins, how about you?
Nope. What about you, Nando?
And videos, I got some good ones actually. I got a video about the thing that I keep wrecking every week, which I'm pretty sure this video is going to just be called Watch Widows Bay, you guys. I'm serious. But yeah, it isn't even as needed because it's got a season 2, so we're good. But still, watch it. So I have that video. I have my Nando. Yeah, see, and everybody loves it. It's the show of the year. It's like He-Man, but of TV. So it's pretty good. No, good. What was I gonna say? That video's out. Nando V movie stuff. I put out my X-Men video. Probably gonna put out something else pretty soon. And then videos about the Spider-Man show, Spider Noir, and I have a Disclosure Day video. I might make another one just because I don't know. But then I have to watch it again. We'll see. Nando Cut, Nando V Movies, all that stuff on YouTube. That's where you find it. Until next week, I have been at Nando V Movies on Twitter.
I'm at Zippy by Day.
I'm at C. Diggins, exclusively on Bluesky.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.